they spent the night on the bus.
So here's what Dave and Minnie and Jason Ruff told me.
That's terrible.
They leave Pensacola, they break down in Montgomery,
Yeah.
and they're stuck in Montgomery. One
Oh,
off-duty mechanic comes over and goes, okay, I can fix this. So that was about a 6, 7, 8-hour delay. Then the mechanic couldn't fix it. Finally, it gets rolling. So they think, oh, okay, we're fine. This is an 11-hour delay at this point. So it's morning. They start driving north. They broke down in Nashville. Again, different problem, second issue with the bus. Another off-duty mechanic comes in. He doesn't think he can fix it. So they try to get another bus company to come pick them up. They start looking at booking flights. Well, it's spring break week. No flights available. No buses
They
available.
could find a bus in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's
amazing, isn't it?
That's unbelievable.
No vans that you could rent and drive one way from like the airport. Nothing's available. So, from what Jason told me, they had called the front office and said, if we don't get something by this time, you are going to have to all drive your cars from Peoria
for a minute. Lights go down, we'll start talking. What? Yep. Seconds. After winning 4 of 5 regular season games against Fayetteville, the Birmingham Bulls discovered Thursday night that the regular season is meaningless in the month of April. It's playoff time. Fayetteville used a tight packing defense to take away the area between the face-off circles in their own zone and held Birmingham to a season-low 25 shots on goal. The result was a 3-2 overtime loss for Birmingham in Game 1 in this best-of-3 series. Now the Bulls facing elimination tonight on their home ice. Bulls' mistakes led to all 3 marksman goals. Tonight for Birmingham, the key to the game is playing smarter defensively in both zones, getting bodies in front of the net and in the slot, and playing much smarter defensively. Once again, this is Jody Chernesky along with Greg Dreveny for Birmingham Bulls hockey. Greg, since we were here last time, tonight feels a lot different than the regular season does. I don't know if it's because this is an elimination game or if it's just because it is the playoffs, but everything feels different.
Well, Jody, I think it's one of those things where from a fan standpoint, you're riding that high of the Bulls doing so well and capturing second place overall to finish out the regular season, and then you come out and in the first game in Fayetteville to lose 3-2 in overtime, and now it's one of those things where you're backed up against the wall, and it's like, from my standpoint, everybody just needs to take a breath, because it's kind of like that dull anticipation where you're sitting there, you don't know what just happened, and from my standpoint, I know exactly what happened. What happened in that game, it's the 2-7 draw, right? Number 2 team coming in, and it's just natural that sometimes you're sitting there and you feel like, hey, you know, okay, who are we going to play in the second round? Well, guess what? Like you said, the regular season is over.
Yeah.
And this is a scenario that brand new season, get back to what works. And the good news is Birmingham throughout this season, when they've had a loss, they've battled back and they've won their next 2 consecutive games 15 times this season. So I'm highly optimistic here. The Bulls are going to come out. We're going to see a different brand of hockey here in front of the hometown crowd.
Well, you're right. History is on our side. That was regular season, though. Tonight, Fayetteville comes into this game with a completely different roster, a makeover than we've seen before. They've had 33 players that they've either waived, traded, or released. And that's a huge roster turnover. Do they feel good about who they've got on the ice, or was it just a bad night for Birmingham?
Well, I think it was one of those situations where, you know, in watching the game, Fayetteville, they did what Evansville did 2 weeks ago in here. They sent 1 soft forechecker. They would send 2 if there was an opportunity to get a loose puck on a turnover. But other than that, they just kept 1 guy behind the blue line and 3 behind the red line and just played the neutral zone trap. And where the Bulls' mistake was Thursday night is they didn't get the puck deep and use their speed like they've done all season. It was just a very uncharacteristic game for the Bulls, and they played Fayetteville's game, and that was to just hold the Bulls in there until the third period, and then let's, flip a coin at the end of the game.
Do you believe in goal differentials statistically?
Absolutely.
Birmingham, during the regular season, was a plus 34 in the first period, meaning they scored 34 more goals than their opposition. In the second period, Birmingham was plus 12. In the third period, plus 4. Birmingham must jump on Fayetteville early, quick, and often tonight to play Birmingham hockey.
And that's absolutely right, Jody. The Bulls have to come out here in the first period. They've got to get back to the things that worked for them all season long, and that was simple hockey, clear your zone, you get across the red, you dump it in, you have 2 forecheckers going, and you work that system down low that they have, using their speed, taking hits to make plays, getting the puck back out front, and clogging up the front of the zone in front of the net, and banging home rebounds.
How do you penetrate that tight-packed defense that Fayetteville used on Birmingham Thursday night? We got nobody basically in front of the net and in the slot to pass the puck to. We had control of the puck in their zone, but we couldn't get it into the scoring slot. How do you penetrate it?
Well, and the way to penetrate that is you get the puck down low behind the goal line, and then you have to switch east and west based off both sides of the rink down low, push it up top to the point, and when the puck goes up to the point, it's got to be a quick release with all 3 guys crashing the net so you outstick them in front of the net.
Since January 1, Birmingham is 14-3-1 at home. Birmingham was finished with a record of 21-6-1 during the regular season. Half of those losses were to Evansville. We haven't lost consecutive games since February 3rd and 4th to Knoxville and Huntsville, to your point. History is on our side, but this is a completely different type of hockey game in April. We'll pause real quick for our national anthem. Starting lineups tonight for the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. On defense, Carson Vance, Ryan Leith. Up front, Jack Patterson, Austin Alger, and Connor Fries. In net, Jason Pulaski again. He only gave up 2 to Birmingham Thursday night, and that was late in the third period. Fayetteville has only given up 14 goals in their last 9 regular season games, 2 in the playoffs. That's about an average of 1.55 a game. That's tough to beat. Credit their defense for that. For Birmingham, defensively, Taylor Brierly, along with Arthur Turchiev. Up front, Scott Donahue, Jared Bethune, and Jake Papalardo. In goal tonight for Birmingham, Hayden Stewart gets the nod as Austin Lotz did Thursday night. Stewart comes in tonight. And Greg, before this game gets started, you were in a net mind yourself. If you're Hayden Stewart, having watched game one, what are you thinking at this point? What's going through your body and mind?
Well, I think Stewie just knows that, hey, it was a situation. Lotzie went out, and in the playoffs, you're going to ride whoever wins. And, Lotz didn't have a bad game, but 3-2 loss, you're going to come back with somebody different. So it's Stewie's turn.
All right, we're underway here in Pelham. As Papalardo tips one into the corner, Ryan Leith takes the hit from Donahue. Loose puck along the near boards in the corner. Fought for there by Bethune and Papalardo. Puck comes free. Bethune knocks Fries off the play. Loose puck. Cleared through the far boards and up through center ice. Taylor Brierly back defensively loses it, but the pass for Fayetteville goes awry. They'll keep it in the zone. Austin Alger has the puck along the far boards. Good play there by Papalardo. Takes it away and sends it to center ice. Lane change for the Bulls. Carson Vance in his own zone drops it back. Ahead for Glover. Brierly takes the puck away from him, but Davis was in ahead of the play. The Elrue Brierly was past the blue line, so an offside call on Birmingham.
I tell you what, Jody, I like to start right here from the Bulls because there's been more hits on that behind the goal line so far down there behind Pulowski than we saw in the first two periods on Thursday night. So good start.
Before that line change in the faceoff, Fayetteville had 12 players on the ice, and they were rushing to get back to the bench before the puck was dropped. As Birmingham controls, Davis Ross inserted into the lineup tonight. Wasn't in Thursday night. Sends it in the zone. Puck played behind the net. Picked up by Fayetteville off the boards. Ross can't keep it in. He gloved it down. And the faceoff will come outside the blue line. The referees tonight, I'm glad to see we have 4 tonight, Trev. Throughout the regular season, we only had 3. This is the way it should be. Referee is Ron Morello and Evan Reddick. On the line, Kyle Gasperi and Noah Ackerman. Face-off. Jordan Martin opposite Taylor McCloy. Now Rosa McNair pushing and shoving. The linesman trying to get him to stop. It's playoff time. They're still going at it. Birmingham controls the draw. Ryan Romeo sends it in, deflected off of Arujo, right in on net. Lane picks it up for McCloy. Off the boards, through center ice. Romeo had to hurry up and get it, and he does. Wraps it around the boards. Gillespie has it and sends it back out. Just underway, a minute and a half gone. First period, no score. Puck comes into the Birmingham zone. Stewart has to play it as McNair was racing in. Romeo has it ahead to Rose. As Birmingham quickly gets out of the zone. Gillespie couldn't send it in. It was taken away from him. Sent it right back into the near corner. Colatarchi has it. Drops it from Masson, but it was picked up instead by Romeo. Sent down the length of the ice. McTavish giving chase. Goes down. Jarrett Cupp catches up with it first. McNair has it. Banks went off the boards through center ice. Shinkarik gets around Blaisdell. Takes the shot, save made by Hayden Stewart as he picks up his defenseman there, Doug Blaisdell. Good save by Hayden Stewart.
Good job by Stewart there. And that's one thing that Fayetteville looked to capitalize on Thursday night as well, was taking our defense wide and coming down across that blue line. And that's a situation there where Birmingham's going to have to do a better job. Blaisdell, he's got to hit that guy, contain, and get either the puck or the body there and not let them get through and cut in on Stewart.
Off the draw, Blaisdell has it. Passes through the goal mouth for Papalardo, who'll skate ahead through center ice. Bethune can't catch up with the puck, and it's taken away. Now loose, picked up by Bethune. Takes a shot, deflected by the defense, out of play. Face-off will come up inside the Fayetteville zone.
And like you mentioned, the importance of this first period for the Bulls. Get everything back on track. The Bulls have to come out here. This jump that they have, controlling the play, but they have to convert. They've got to score and get this game going.
Colatarchi directing Doug Blaisdell to where he's supposed to line up for this face-off. In the Fayetteville zone, Bethune on the draw, wins it, gets it back. Colatarchi had it bounce off his skate, though, and Fry sends it ahead for Patterson. He tips it into the Bull zone. Blaisdell couldn't get the puck. Bethune catches up with it, far corner. Comes free for Blaisdell behind his own net. Ahead for Donahue. Now Papalardo takes a hit, loses his helmet. Fayetteville knocks it right back into the Bull zone. Blaisdell has it. Ahead for Gillespie. Through center ice to Donahue. Donahue backhands one blocker save. Made by Pulaski. Jordan Martin picks the rebound up. Now it's sent back to Taylor Brierly. In front looking for a deflection. Just goes wide off the stick of Gillespie. Puck is sent through center ice. Patterson gives chase. He takes it and backhands one in. Right in on Stewart, who steers it aside for Brierly. Long head bending pass. Gillespie has it. Arujo on him. Drives him into the boards. Loose puck. Picked up by the Bulls. Taylor Brierly now. Sends one in front. Birmingham is getting some traffic in front of the net tonight. Now McNair with a big hit there on Gillespie. Or on Martin, that is. And they'll take the puck away, Arujo. Off the boards through center ice. Drake Glover and Turchiev give chase. They'll rule icing on the play as Turchiev would have touched it up first. And with 16:21 to go in the first period, no score, only one shot on goal at this point, that from Fayetteville.
Well, I really like what I'm seeing from the Bulls here as far as converting, getting that puck deep, working hard, win those one-on-one battles. When they throw it to the point, they're very intentional about everybody is skating to the front of the net, creating traffic in front of Pulaski.
Off the draw, Zach Masson fighting for it. Still fighting, pushes McNair against the boards. Romeo keeps it in. Masson working hard along the far walls. He'll dig it free. But the puck does come out. Masson tried to get it back to his defense and send it down. Now Masson and Glover pushing and shoving along the far boards. Masson basically manhandled him. And Dre Glover didn't care for it. I don't think Zach Masson cares, Greg.
Well, I tell you what, Zach Masson, ever since he's come back from the East Coast League, he has just been an absolute beast out there. And I don't know if he ate his Wheaties while he was up there or what, but he has just been manhandling guys down here at this level. Good to see that. We need a physical presence.
Hello? Hello?
Let's go Bulls!
Hello? Hello? Testing.
No.
It's gone. Talk.
Test, test.
Sorry about that. We lost a headset, and I'm not quite sure what exactly has happened to it, but I'll take the color man, I'll take Greg's, and we'll try to get back going as Donahue takes it into the zone, drops it back. Bethune shot off the glove of Pulaski. Loose puck picked up by Fayetteville. They can't clear. Picked up by Bednard, and he'll skate ahead through center ice. Bednard into the Bulls zone, but Monkovich was in ahead of the play, offside. We'll take a break. First media timeout. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey.
You are the barbecue boss, the sultan of spatula. And upon the first bite of Whataburger's barbecue bacon burger, you think, hey, I could make this. Your barbecue sauce might not be as smoky, and you probably wouldn't put both smoked cheddar and Monterey Jack on it. And you... Wait, is that bacon? Good thing there's room for more than one poop off the pit. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Test, test.
Okay, I think we're back. A bad port on the board may have caused that. Greg, can you hear me now?
Test, test.
I can hear you. You can't hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Check, check. Oh boy. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. I can hear your mic. You can't hear me? Say something.
Test, test.
You may not hear me, but we can all hear you.
Okay.
We'll take care of it in the first intermission. All right, 14:56 to go here in the first period of play. There's no score. Birmingham out shooting Fayetteville at this point, 3-1. As the faceoff is outside the Bulls blue line, picked up by Fayetteville. Ryan Leith has the puck. Sends it into the Bull zone. Stewart plays it, wraps it around the boards. Kept in by Fayetteville's Austin Alger. Now Papalardo picks the loose puck up for Colatarchi. Return for Donahue at center ice. Puck comes in. Bethune will play it. Has Papalardo. Couldn't get it to him. Papalardo will pick it up. Drops it back, but intercepted by Leith. A good play there by Donahue to knock Leith off the play. Loose puck. Papalardo has it. Can't get it in front, but he'll get it behind the net. Now Bethune picks it up. Wraps it around the boards for Donahue. Back for Brierly. Tries to get around Patterson. He'll give it to Donahue, send it deep. Along the near boards, Turchieff pinches in. Bethune takes a huge hit from Patterson and goes flying into the boards. Whistle blows. That had the sting right there, Greg.
And you can see the same thing tonight as was evident Thursday night, where the Bulls carried the play, and in the offensive zone, they're just dominating down there with that puck control. And Fayetteville is just real. They're okay with just shutting things down, putting 5 guys down in the box, letting the Bulls shoot from a distance on Poloski and clearing the rebounds.
Off the draw, Fayetteville tries to get it around the far boards for Glover. Martin over there as well. Takes it away for Gillespie. Back at the point for Brierly. Brierly can't keep it in, though. It's taken away by McCloy, and he sends it ahead for McNair. Brierly poke checks it away from him, sent around far boards. McCloy there. Now Turchieff steps in between. Tries to get it out off the boards for Martin. Does, and Birmingham clears the zone. Now backhanded in where it's picked up by the Bulls defense. Turchieff has it. Long pass, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Rose for Gillespie. Rose taken down, penalty coming up. Gillespie tried to center it out for Martin, but it was intercepted by McNair. Birmingham will go on the first power play of the game.
And that's the key. That's what we talked about, was Birmingham using their speed and driving wide, forcing those Fayetteville D to turn. And if they can't catch them, they're going to have to use their stick and hold them and pull them down and take penalties. So we'll see if Birmingham can convert here on their first power play of the night.
McNair gets 2 minutes for elbowing at 6:34 of the first period. This will be either team's first power play of the night. Birmingham 1 for 2 Thursday night on the power play. Face off in the Fayetteville zone as Jordan Martin steps in to take the draw. Martin controls. Gillespie has to catch up with it. Gives it to Turchieff. Return for Gillespie. Far face-off circle. Backhands one for Turchieff, but it winds up splitting Rose and Turchieff, and back in the Bull zone. We'll have to take it there. Carson Rose has it. Rose in front of his own net. Skates away. Can't get around Lovin. Turchieff picks the loose puck up ahead for Gillespie. Off the boards for Martin. Gillespie has it in front. Davis' shot goes wide. Davis has it. Down low, it's picked up by Gillespie. Turchieff has it. For Rose. Rose had it bounce off his stick but gets control. Rose takes the shot. Pulaski looked behind him but made the save. He wasn't sure if he had it or not. Turchieff for Jordan Martin. Far side Gillespie. Face-off circles, takes the shot, never made it through. Now Gillespie centers one for Rose. He wasn't expecting it, and it goes right past him back into the Bull zone. Stewart out of his net to play it. Tries to save some time on this power play for Birmingham. We're down to a minute to go in the Bulls power play. Gillespie for Romeo. Papalardo near side has it. Tries to get around Glover. Papalardo back for Romeo. Return for Jake. Papalardo has it again along the near wall. Now they're pressuring him. It goes back for Romeo. Papalardo takes it. Romeo sends one in front. McCloy blocked it off his leg. He's hurting. He'll skate to the bench for a replacement. Again, Stewart out of his net, plays it far ahead for McTavish. McTavish backhands one looking for his defenseman, but it clears the zone himself. We're down to the last 17 seconds of the power play, and now we're going to get an interference penalty. This one may come against the Bulls.
I don't know about that. That's a tough call there for the Bulls to take. I saw it as a loose puck that careened around the boards, and both guys were going for it, ran into each other.
Ryan Romeo off for interference. That one comes at 8:18 of the first period, nullifies the remaining 17 seconds of the Bulls power play. No other calls are made. Birmingham will be on the penalty kill for a minute and 43 seconds. But right now we'll have 17 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Face off in the Bull zone, picked up by Blaisdell for Colatarchi. Return for Blaisdell, and he'll skate away. Ahead for Bricado. Bricado brings it in the zone of Fayetteville. Shinkarik takes it away from him. Carter Shinkarik. We're down to the last second. Fayetteville now on a power play. McNair out of the box. Andrew Lane skates it ahead, gives it to McNair, drops it. Back for Alger. Far side looking for Shinkarik. He falls, and McTavish clears the zone. Back in their own zone, Andrew Lane has the puck. Minute and 30 to go in this power play for Fayetteville. Ahead for Shinkarik, who sends it far side for McNair. Good play by Bethune, and he'll send it to the length of the ice. Kept it from entering the zone. Andrew Lane skates ahead in his own zone. Ahead for Carter Shinkarik. Ross on him. He'll dump it in. Brierly back there along with McCloy and Shinkarik. Puck comes free along the far boards. Masson giving chase. He'll catch up with it first and skate away. 3-on-2 if we hurry. Masson brings it in, drives it back for Brierly. Brierly curls. Tries to set up Davis Ross. And Ross just dumps it in. We had a chance there, but they opted just to kill some time off the clock. We're down to the last 45 seconds to go of this power play for Fayetteville. 10.5 to go, first period, no score. Connor Fries gets past Martin, gives it up. That's in front looking for Hunter. He takes a shot, stick to side. Now Monkovich has it. Monkovich sends it for Hunter. Dalton Hunter creeps in the low circle. Save made by Stewart. Birmingham can't clear. Vance has it. Sends it far side for Glover. Now the puck is loose in front. Monkovich couldn't get the shot off, and it's cleared away by the Bulls. Carson Rose. Down to the last 8 seconds to go in the power play. They may have time for one more rush. Vance brings it in. Tries to get around Brierly. Sends it in front. Taken away by Birmingham, and Davis has it. Ahead for Ryan Romeo on a breakaway. Ryan Romeo scores! Right out of the penalty box. Davis saw him streaking. Fed him the puck. This time, the breakaway works, as opposed to Thursday night in Birmingham is a very important, if you ask me, 1-0 lead.
Huge play there by Romeo. Timed it just right, and you saw him hesitate and pause as he came out of the box. Got the focus off of him. Great job by the Bulls in their defensive zone. They saw the puck. Romeo creeped out, got hit with a breakaway pass, came in, bared down on the breakaway, and made no mistake and beat Pulowski 5-hole.
So many scoring chances result from good defensive zone play, Greg. And that right there was a prime example of it. Birmingham with a 1-0 lead.
I tell you what, Jody, that's a huge first goal, especially with those stats you read out earlier. This has got to get the Bulls' confidence back up, get the fans going in here, and let's go in here and get another one.
Let's get the juices flowing and skate like we always have. Back underway, puck taken by Fayetteville, but knocked off the play was Cup. Loose puck in front of the Fayetteville bench. Davis fighting for it along with Masson. Puck comes free, and Brierly has it for Birmingham. Sends it far side, McTavish. Ahead for Davis. Just past him, Davis will give chase along with Cup. Davis powers him into the boards. Puck comes free, far corner. Bednar has it for Cup. He tries to get away from Masson, and McTavish does. And through center ice, Fayetteville will just backhand one into the Bull zone. Brierly, a good play, stops it. And ahead for Carson Rose. Rose has McTavish with him. Rose puts the brakes on, turns and spins. That one just goes wide. Carson Rose still with the puck, loses it as Bednar has it. Ahead for McCloy. McCloy, 3 Bulls back defensively, takes it away easily. Jordan Martin backhands one in. And McCloy deflects one down onto the goal. Stewart has to make the save. He says, no thank you. I'd rather have a face-off. Now some more pushing and shoving as McNair now trying to get to Jordan Martin. Now Carson Rose steps in, but nothing will come of this.
Well, that's the right player there by Stewart is coming down. I know your defenseman's coming down and he's looking, but as the goalie, you got full view of the ice and who's coming back at you. With somebody hot on your defenseman's tail, Stewart did the right thing and just slowed it down, covered up the puck, and then they'll reset after this intermission.
Only 9 shots on goal total so far in the period, 6 off Birmingham, 3 for Fayetteville. And as you said, that goal, very, very important goal. The next one is just, if not more important. I said to start this game, we've got to jump on them early and fast and hard. I'd really like to see another goal before this period's over with.
Well, and reminiscent of Thursday night, Jody, the same thing happened. Carson Rose had a breakaway in the first period, came in, you want to call it nonchalant or whatever, but just kind of threw a backhand, on the far side of the net and didn't score. But you could see it in Romeo. When he came out and that puck hit his tape, he was gone. He was into it and just absolutely made no mistake on that goal. So that's the difference in the game. You talk about how important that first goal is, and now the Bulls just need to keep it going here and keep it out of Fayetteville's game.
Bulls gain control of the faceoff. Rose tries to set up Gillespie. It just passed him, so we'll come back again and do another faceoff in the Bull zone as icing is called.
And with that last play, Fayetteville, the more goals you can get up on them early, it takes this system that they play out of the mix, because they're going to have to open up, they're going to have to try and take chances, and when you do that, you spread the guys out from that trap, and then that creates more lanes and zone entry. You can get into the offensive zone.
Lane has it, sends it far side. Shot was deflected and stopped by Gillespie, and out of the zone it comes. Picked up by Romeo. Good play. Ryan Romeo having a good night so far. Gillespie takes the puck, brings it in. Gillespie still with it. Takes the shot, deflected by Lane. Now Rhodes goes down, no call. McNair wanting a call himself as the puck is taken forth into the Bull zone. Now Lane takes the job, or takes a hit, sends it into the near corner. Davis Ross fighting with Glover for the puck. Glover comes out with it, backs it in for McCloy. McCloy out in front. Colatarchi was there, still loose at the side of Hayden Stewart. Glover comes up with it behind the net and front. McCloy's there, so is Fries. Nobody can get a shot off. Good play by Birmingham's defense to keep it off their stick. Now puck is taken. There's going to be a penalty coming up on Birmingham's Carson Rose. I believe they'll get him for slashing, and that was a slash. So they'll set up on the delayed penalty. Six skaters now out for Fayetteville. Alger brings it into the Bull zone. Gives it up for Fries. A shot marked for the far corner. Goes out of play. Now we're going to have a call here. Birmingham's going to go off. That's Carson Rose, I believe, for slash.
Yeah, tough play there by Carson Rose coming in, and, as touted as the number one kind of skill forward in the Bulls lineup tonight, he's going to get a lot of attention, especially in that neutral zone. And you can see he was just tied up, took exception to it, turned around and gave him a whack, but you can't have that kind of a whack, especially when you have 4 referees out there on the ice, because somebody's going to see it.
Face-off will come into the Bull zone. This will be Fayetteville's second power play of the night. They're 0 for 1. 1 for 3 against the Bulls on the playoffs. Shinkarik and Colatarchi moving before the draw, so looks like they're going to toss McTavish, and Mercado will come in his place opposite McCloy. Back at the point, Alger has it, draws it for Lane. His shot never made it through, but McCloy picks the loose puck up and sends it far side. Shinkarik tries to spin away from Mercado, drops it for Lane. Down in the corner, Sinton behind the net. Far boards. Austin Alger takes a hit from Mercado, and a penalty coming up on that. Are you kidding me? Lane has it, takes the shot, didn't get through. Carrick tries a centering pass. Birmingham clears it. I'm sorry. That was a clean hit by Mercado. The Fayetteville player turned and wound up Mercado hitting him in the back. So now we got to kill a two-man disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a tough call there. I saw that as good hustle by Mercado because the top guy on that when you're playing the diamond has to be aggressive. And a puck battle on the boards, both guys went in. Mercado got the best of him, took the body like he's supposed to.
Right.
And got called for the hold.
All right, you know what? I don't like that call. I disagree with it, but I want to see some consistency the rest of the night. You got to call it both ways. Birmingham, for a minute and a half, will be on a two-man disadvantage. To say this is a big penalty kill is an understatement. Fayetteville with control of the draw. It's Lane. Down low for Glover. For Alger. For Lane. Slap shot wide. Rebound score. Austin Alger rebound off the board and just buried it behind Hayden Stewart. I'll give credit to that goal to the officiating.
Well, that's a tough goal no matter how you slice it. But you talk about a shot that goes wide, hits the backboards, and Kareem's out on the side with the Bulls playing that tight triangle. You know, there was absolutely nothing Hayden Stewart could do on that one.
And we're still at a man disadvantage, 5-on-4 hockey now. And there's a minute 46 remaining on the penalty to Mercado. Off the draw, Lane picks it up in his own zone. He'll go behind his own net to set the play. Andrew Lane ahead for Shinkarik. McNair is there, but Birmingham takes it away and sends it back into the Fayetteville zone. A minute and a half to go now on the penalty to Mercado. Lane drops it back for Shinkarik. Far side Alger. Taken away by Bethune and sent back into the Fayetteville zone. That last power play goal for Fayetteville is Birmingham's. They've given up 10 power play goals on the last 19 attempts now. But I don't fault him for that. That's a 5-on-3, and Stewart had no chance on it. Brierly behind his own net plays it off the boards. McTavish couldn't catch up with it. Vance does. In their own zone, Carson Vance behind his net. Steps out. Decides to curl back. That's fine with me. 45 seconds left in the power play. Now he'll get going. Carson Vance for Connor Fries. Around Turchiev, he wraps it around the boards. Drake Glover sends it around near side. Picked up by Hunter. Now Fries has it in the corner. Far boards. Drake Glover. Backhands one to Vance. Slap shot. Save made by Stewart. Rebound not out. Fayetteville keeps it alive. Dalton Hunter down low for Monkovich. Turchiev takes it away. Loose, though, picked up by Fayetteville. Glover drops it for Vance. Down low for Hunter. We're down to 5 seconds to go in the power play. Puck's in across the crease. And a good play by McTavish. Diving to kick that puck out and kill the last 5 seconds of this penalty. Birmingham with a huge penalty kill there to keep this lead or keep this game tied at 1. Now McCloy can't get around Davis Ross. In the corner, he'll take it. Wrap it around. Patterson couldn't catch up with it. Now Papalardo has it. Papalardo sends one into the near corner. Donahue giving chase. Shinkarik catches up with it first, but Davis Ross will have it along the blue line. Donahue with the puck. Drops it back. Papalardo wasn't there to expect it, and Taylor McCloy now has it and gingerly just saucers one into the zone. Ryan Romeo can't get it out. Kept alive. In front, deflection. Now puck is loose. Patterson had a deflection, and Stewart made the save. Now at the point, Arujo with a shot save made. Rebound loose. Cup has it at the blue line. Drops it for Patterson, and Birmingham's Papalardo now skates away with it, and he'll lift one into the zone for a line change. Cup has it. Long head-bending pass for Glover. Misses the mark. Stewart out of his net to play it. Look out. Glover's in there along with Alger. Now puck picked up by Glover at the point. Now Lane has it off of his stick. and Turchiev sends it out. Glover will pick up the loose puck, though. Off the board softly through center ice. Mercado has it. He'll drop it back for his defense. Ahead for Masson. Good play for Mercado. Has Masson and Davis with him. Looking for Masson just out of his reach. Puck loose in the corner. Masson fighting there along with Lane. Picked up by Fayetteville but not out. Turchiev keeps it in for Masson. Masson returns for Turchiev pinching in. He'll try to cut out in front. Does, but he lost the puck. Gillespie picks it up for Birmingham. Far side for Brierly. Sends one in front. Save made off the blocker by Pulaski. Now Turchiev sends one in front. Arujo deflected that, and he'll skate away with the puck. 2.5 to go, first period, 1-1 the score. Arujo sends it deep. Gillespie knocked off the play. Puck comes free, though, in the corner for Turchiev. And back comes Jordan Martin through center ice, has Rose with him. Ryan Leith with a good defensive play, stops the rush. Birmingham does control the puck as Jordan Martin has it. Looks for a place to go. Rose behind the net is play for Gillespie. Walks out to the faceoff circle. Michael Gillespie curls, sends a shot deflected wide. Rose has the rebound. His shot goes high as it was deflected. Now behind the net, Jordan Martin has it for Michael Gillespie near boards. Far side, Blaisdell has it. He'll just send it in deep. Martin picks it up behind his net. For Gillespie, his shot goes wide. Blaisdell with it, far boards. Backhands one in for Rose for Gillespie. Far corner, Michael Gillespie. For Colatarchi, one-timer blocked by McCloy, and he'll send one high through the air into center ice. Birmingham with 1.5 to go picks the loose puck up. Colatarchi hammers one in, gloved by Pulaski, and he'll hold on right there for a faceoff.
Good job there by the Bulls, getting the puck down low, cycling it deep, getting it up top, trying to look for some off-wing shots on Pulaski. But they still need to get those shots from the center of the ice as opposed to these shots that are coming in from the wide angles and things like that. It's so dangerous. If you miss those and they careen around the boards and come out and get picked up, it's an odd man rush the other way. And that's all that Fayetteville is looking for. And you can see, outside of power plays, the Bulls, here we are again for the last 3.5 minutes, they've totally dominated Fayetteville in their offensive zone.
Fayetteville's just waiting for a Birmingham mistake and try to capitalize on it. I will say this, I've seen a much better display of traffic in front of the Fayetteville net. The problem is the shots are having a tough time getting through because they are getting sticks on these shots and legs on and blocking these shots themselves. And talking with Coach Simchuk after the game Thursday, he told me an unbelievable stat. Fayetteville blocked 27 shots of Birmingham Thursday, and we only were able to block 8.
And that's the key, getting bodies in those shooting lanes, blocking those shots, having your D standing beside the goalie to clear out the rebounds, and that's Fayetteville's game.
Face off in the Fayetteville zone, Pappalardo for Birmingham. One by Fayetteville, and that's Arujo with the puck. He'll send one out to center ice. Davis gloves it, drops it, loses it to Glover. Glover brings it in, can't get around the defense, and Donahue tries to backhand one out, can't. Lovin keeps it in for McNair. Shot stick to side by Stewart. Rebound, though, came right to Glover in front. Patted aside by Stewart, and Birmingham finally clears the zone. That's Donahue with the puck. Looks for a place to go. Behind the net, it's sent. Loose puck picked up there by McNair, and Fayetteville skates away. They'll go off for a line change. As they send it in the Bull zone, Donahue picks it up for Pappalardo. For Masson, never connected, loose puck. Connor Fries has it, and he'll skate through center ice. Taken away from him by Romeo. Looking for Pappalardo. Pappalardo just sends it around the boards. We're down to the last 30 seconds of the period. As the puck comes free to center ice, Turchia backhands one for Taylor Brierly, who'll send it right back in. Actually hit the linesman. He goes down, that's gotta hurt. He's doubled over. Puck behind the net, though, played by Birmingham. Now Fries takes down McTavish. No call. Mercado has it. Backhands one for Turchia. There is going to be a penalty. Connor Fries is going off. Now Mercado comes in to goaltender Jason Pulaski. And Fries takes down McTavish. Lots going on in that sequence of play. The original call is going to come up on Connor Fries behind the net.
I think what Fayetteville was trying to do there at the end was create a bunch of extra physicality, hoping that the referee would see Birmingham retaliate and even it up there. But the Bulls made no mistake there. They accepted that little bit of excessive physicality in front of the net, and they're going to take away and come out of this one 9 seconds here remaining in the first, be on the power play, maybe get one chance, but more importantly, carry that power play over into the second period.
Carter Shinkarik goes off the ice for hooking. I thought the call would be roughing on Connor Fries. I was wrong. Linesman Kyle Gasperi still stinging from that shot he took off his thigh. That's got to hurt. There's no padding there for anybody. Only 9.3 seconds remaining in this period. Birmingham on a power play. Face-off picked up by the Bulls. Rhodes, he's got to do something with it quick. Rhodes in front. Davis had a whack at it. He couldn't get his stick on it. Now Gillespie looks for Martin, bounces off his stick. He's upset. He wanted that last shot, but it never came. Birmingham, Fayetteville, 1-1 after one period of play. A minute 51 seconds remain on the penalty to Carter Shinkarik. So as long as Birmingham doesn't retaliate and get called for a penalty themselves, we'll start the second period on an elongated power play of a minute 51 seconds. All right, at the end of one period of play, Birmingham won, Fayetteville won. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey.
You are the barbecue boss, the Sultan of Spatula. And upon the first bite of Whataburger's barbecue bacon burger, you think, hey, I could make this. Your barbecue sauce might not be as smoky, and you probably wouldn't put both smoked cheddar and Monterey Jack on it. And you... Wait, is that bacon? Good thing there's room for more than one poobah of the pit. Good thing there's the limited-time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Welcome back to the Pelham Civic Complex. Game 2 of a best-of-3 series between the Birmingham Bulls and the Fayetteville Marksmen. We're at the first intermission, score tied at 1-1. Power play goals by both teams. No even strength. Fayetteville out shooting Birmingham 10-8 in that first period of play. We have about 10 minutes left to go before the start of the second period, so stay with us. In 10 minutes, second period action. Birmingham 1, Fayetteville 1. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey. Back to the Pelham Civic Complex. Jody Chernesky along with Greg Dreveny. We're at the end of one period of play. The score is tied at 1-1. Greg, I did like what I saw intensity-wise out of the Bulls in that first period. Much better than I saw Thursday night in Fayetteville. But the end result is we're still knotted up at 1. We're not ahead in this game, which I thought we would be, to be honest, after 1.
Well, it boils down to those things you talked about earlier, Jody, about any mistakes that you make in the playoffs are going to cost you. And that was one where, the 5-on-3, the second call there on Mercado, questionable on the wall there. I thought that was a good play. But the initial penalty by Carson Rose, this is playoff hockey. You've got to tailor your emotions. You got to calm it down. You have to keep a level head out there and beat them between the whistles, and you just got to play smart. And I think that was the biggest thing. But like you mentioned, I think the Bulls defensively that period, they did a much better job in front of their net. They tied up sticks. There were loose pucks laying there. They didn't panic. And for the most part, aside from the 5-on-3, they controlled the play in the offensive zone.
It looks like as well, Fayetteville, maybe the word's gotten around the league that you can use the boards behind the net as a pass. That goal that Fayetteville scored, I don't think it was an original shot. I honestly believe he was trying to get the puck off the boards to an open goal mouth, and it worked.
Well, and that would make sense because you saw the one that scored the goal is the one that pushed the puck across initially, and then that shot wide on net, they were moving in tandem. So you could be very well right there that was a planned goal, if not to get that puck off the wall and shoot it into the net, but at least
they had the numbers too, so they were able to have a man that was uncovered there, and it was kind of an easy score, easy goal that is. Again, that puck was knocked in behind Hayden Stewart. He never saw the shot. So with that said, a couple of power play goals, one by each team, and here we are, knotted at 1. To say the next goal is important is kind of obvious. If Fayetteville gets the lead, Greg, we know what they're going to do. They're going to pack 5 players in the offensive zone, or in their defensive zone, that is, in between the face-off circles, and wait for a deflection and an odd man rush on a Birmingham passing mistake.
It is, and especially when you're down a game, if you're the Bulls, this next goal is critical.
It's huge.
Because you can just feel the difference. Even sitting up here in the broadcaster's booth, Jody, just getting that 1 goal cushion, knowing you're up by 1, gives you a little bit of breathing room. And now, when it's a tied game and you're sitting here and you're like, holy cow, 1 bad deflection, 1 goofy dump in, 1 anything, and your season's on the line. So I think you're going to see the Bulls come out here. They're going to come out on fire. They're going to move the puck north and south, control that puck down low like they have been, and they're going to convert here, get out in front, and then I don't think there's any looking back from there.
All right, we'll take our last break before the second period. Jody Chernesky and Greg Dreveny, you're listening to Birmingham Bulls Hockey.
You are the barbecue boss, the sultan of spatula.
And upon the first bite of Whataburger's barbecue bacon burger, you think, hey, I could make this.
Your barbecue sauce might not be as smoky, and you probably wouldn't put both smoked cheddar and Monterey Jack on it. And you... Wait, is that bacon? Good thing there's room for more than one poobah of the pit.
Good thing there's the limited-time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Winter is coming, and Window World has your back, just like a sweater. The largest window replacement company in the nation gives you the best for less, the best products, the best installers, not to mention the company's strongest warranty. Winter doesn't have to mean high energy bills. Call Window World at 205-916-2189. That's 205-916-2189, or visit windowworld.com.
All right, we're back to action here, Pelham Civic Complex, as we're about 13 seconds away from the start of the second period. Birmingham, if you can remember, will start this period on the power play, a 5-on-4 advantage unless something else is called, and I wouldn't put it past them the way our luck's been going with penalties and penalty killing, that is, and power plays. Jordan Martin, Carson Rose, Michael Gillespie. Mike Davis and Archer Turchiev on the power play for Birmingham as the puck is dropped loose. Sent into the Fayetteville zone. Carson Vance rips one right down the ice where Turchiev will pick it up for the Bulls. Waits for his players to set the play. Steps out in front. Turchiev gives it up for Michael Gillespie. Gillespie has the return. Skates through center ice. Gillespie gains the zone, drops it. Turchiev has it just inside the blue line. Look at it, almost got out. Turchiev sends it far side, Gillespie. It's a point, Turchiev has it. Wrist one goes wide. Rebound along the far boards, Carson. Sends it for Gillespie. Gillespie pressured by McNair. He'll skate into the corner. Back in front, Martin, save made. And then he's taken down on a clean hit and a good one by Shinkarik. Birmingham keeps it in the zone. Carson Rose has it. Gillespie for Rose. Score! Beautiful passing on the power play, Gillespie and Rose. And Rose needed that one bad.
Great job there by Turchiev. You saw him set it up. Turchiev to Rose, over to Gillespie, sucked everybody over to the right side. And Gillespie saw Rose creeping in on that back door. Beautiful little sauce pass, tape to tape, and Rose made no mistake there. That's a huge goal for Carson Rose, for him to snap out of his drought and get his playoff streak going.
1 point in his last 10 games. That may be something that could break the ice for that line, because Gillespie's already moving the puck where it needs to be and scoring. Really would be good to get that Martin, Rose, and Gillespie line producing like they did at first of the year. Back to action. Puck in the Bull zone. Bethune lifts the stick of Alger and takes it away. Good play by Jared Bethune through center ice. Bethune getting the wheels going. Comes in. Takes a shot. Save Pulowski. He had trouble with that one. I believe it was screened by his own man on that shot from Bethune. Birmingham keeps it in. Taylor Brierly with it. Far side, Papalardo sends one through the crease. Nobody there to deflect. Turchiev keeps it alive for Birmingham along the near boards into the corner. Picked up by Arujo. He's pressured by Donahue. Donahue taken down, and back comes Patterson now through center ice. Tries to get around Turchiev. Patterson with a shot. Tough angle. Hayden Stewart stopped it with that left arm. If he doesn't do that, that could have easily slipped in underneath that arm. I thought it would.
Wow. Every shot in playoffs, as a goaltender, you've got to make sure. You've got to check. You've got to double check. Hayden Stewart did a great job there on a bad angle shot. He had his blocker there, but more importantly, he had his shoulder in behind his blocker. It took a little funny bounce there up into his pads, and he held on to it. No rebound, and we'll get a face-off here.
Birmingham's got the so-called energy line out with Zach Masson, McTavish, and Scott Donahue. Shane Bedard will take the draw for Fayetteville. Gasperi still hasn't dropped the puck yet. For the love, drop the puck. Okay, I'm sorry. Still, Bedard and Masson waiting for the puck to be dropped. Finally, it is. Loose puck picked up by Davis Ross. Banks it off the boards for Romeo, who'll send it out through center ice. Masson had it skip off his stick. Bulls pick the loose puck up. 2 minutes gone, second period. Bulls leading 2-1. Mercado takes Shinkarik off with the loose puck. Masson with a hit on Cup. Now McTavish, a big hit in the corner. Masson tries to poke it away from Bednar, can't, but off the stick of Monkovich, right in on Stewart. He'll play it for Ross. McTavish drops it back for Mercado. Now Martin playing on this line as Mercado will come off. Puck behind the net, picked up. Rose turns, spins, save made, loose in front, picked up by Shinkarik, and he'll wrap one off the boards out through center ice. Rose found a gift but couldn't convert. Now Fayetteville's Bednard has it. Sends one wide of Stewart. Funny bounce off the boards again. I'm convinced that's on purpose. Blaisdell picks it up for the Bulls. Ahead for Jordan Martin. McNair on him. Causes the turnover. Fayetteville will take it in their own zone. Intercepted by Gillespie. Errant pass. Gillespie tries to get around. Leith does. Backhander. Save made by Pulaski as he slid across the crease. Birmingham looking for a call of a hook or a trip or hold or something, but none forthcoming. That's a big save by Pulaski.
Wow. Even better, that's a heck of a drive by Gillespie and a great heads-up play with everybody from Fayetteville coming east. Gillespie goes west, gets a little touch back across, left one-on-one with the defender, beats him, cuts across, and you can see how far Poloski pushed across. Gillespie still a great effort to even get any kind of shot being handcuffed like that, so to speak, but good job there by the Bulls. That's the kind of intensity we need.
McNair and Martin slashing each other, waiting for the puck to drop. It does. Colatarchi takes it for Birmingham just inside the blue line, but loses it. And Vance will send it out through center ice. Blaisdell for Martin. Martin wraps one around the board. Stopped by Pulaski. Keeps it away from Gillespie. Now Martin tries to keep it alive. Look out. Blaisdell got caught pinching. And here we're on 2-on-1. McNair back for McCloy. Save made. Rebound score.
Nope.
No, they're
No
going to
goal.
call it off. He says no goal. He was right there. But once again, bad defensive play caused an odd man scoring rush, and we're lucky this game isn't tied, Greg.
Well, that was when you called the score, what you actually saw, Jody, and from up here it's hard to tell, but that was Blaisdell's skate as he came crashing back into the zone, but that puck was dangerously trickling across the front of that goal mouth. Hayden Stewart left all alone on a 3-on-1 and that last Bulls defender, but so dangerous, and you can see what Fayetteville is looking to do when the Bulls defense pinch at that blue line. If Fayetteville's defender can beat our defender at their blue and send it out.
That's what they're trying to do
That's all.
Thursday and tonight.
That's all that they're looking for. That is their one play outside of just collapsing in the defensive zone and playing the slow game.
You got a 2-1 lead, puck in the offensive zone. Why are you pinching? Birmingham takes the puck away. That's Donahue gets around the defense of Lane, wraps one around the near boards where Bethune has it. He'll send it back behind the net, picked up by Donahue. Tries to spin away from Lane. Tries it again, Donahue behind his own net, good play. Bethune draws it back for Turchiev, that was close to being offside. Now Donahue takes the shot midsection, saved by Pulaski. Doesn't like what he sees, so he'll just decide we'll do this again, face off in the Fayetteville zone.
And I tell you what, watching Bethune out there, the more that I see him play, especially tonight, he is a very smart player in the offensive zone. Not so much on the offensive side, but even being responsible from a defensive standpoint in the offensive zone as the third guy high. And that's really good to see, especially in a tight game like this.
Face off to the right of Pulaski. Bethune wins it. Papalardo picks it up. Papalardo, a shot easily sticked aside. Now Donahue taken down, no call. Tries to pick the loose puck up, but Glover takes it and sends it out. Giving chase is Brierly with McCloy on him. Brierly catches up with it first, and Turchiev takes it from Donahue. Ahead for Bethune, who tips it in. 15:47 to go, second period. Birmingham 2, Fayetteville 1. Glover takes the puck at center ice. 4 Bulls back defensively, so he'll just tip it in. Catches up with it first. Turchiev tries to take him out, can't do it. Loose puck in the corner. Turchiev will pick the loose puck up for Birmingham and skate far side. Ahead for Bricado. Bounces off his stick. Davis goes down. Masson picks the loose puck up, but it's poke checked away from him. And Monkovic skates through center ice and dumps it in. Davis Ross picks the loose puck up for Birmingham. Ahead for Davis. Lifts one high. Takes a hit. Far side from Glover. Now puck in the Fayetteville zone. And back skating away is Monkovic. Monkovic dumping and chasing is what Fayetteville's doing. Looking for a mistake from Birmingham. Ryan Romeo, good play, backhands one along the boards for Bricado and sends it out. Puck picked up by Bricado. He'll backhand one into the crowd and out of play. So we'll have a face-off here at center ice. 14:42 to go in the second period of play. Bulls 2-1.
I'll tell you what, Jody, one thing that I'm noticing out here with the Bulls, especially with that line with Davis and Masson out there together, you see the physical punishment that they're putting on Fayetteville's D. Davis finishes his hit over here. Masson comes across the other side. When they go D to D, he finishes his hit. And then that hit back on Davis over here, that was payback for how hard he hit that defenseman in the corner. But over a 3-game series when you're playing, and you're playing back tonight, and then back-to-back tomorrow night here for the Bulls with a win tonight, that kind of physical abuse is going to take its toll on Fayetteville, and the Bulls need to keep that up.
This game has an eerily similar vibe to it to the one in 2019 when Jamie Hicks was head coach. Fayetteville wins 3-0 in game one. 3-2, Birmingham wins game two here. Very close game where Fayetteville actually hit the post with 1 second remaining. And then Birmingham took Sunday's game to win that series 2-1. You got to get through this period. One shift, one period, one game at a time. So we got a long way to go with just a 1-goal lead. Davis Ross hit by Patterson. Loose puck picked up by Connor Fries. Now Ross takes it away. Can't get it out. Fayetteville sends one into the netting. Out of play, so a faceoff will come probably, if they're doing their job right, outside of the Birmingham blue line.
And I tell you what, that extra effort we just saw by Davis Ross in the corner is exactly what it's going to take for every guy on the Bulls team to demonstrate that tonight for the remainder of this game and pull this one out.
Jordan Martin, Connor Fries on the draw. Again, we have problems dropping the puck, Greg. So we'll try it again. Once again. Finally, puck drop, loose. Ryan Lee sends one into the Bulls zone. Romeo will catch up with it first. Gillespie gives it a whack and sends it to center ice. Sent right back in by Vance. Romeo's had a good game, takes the puck. Loses it though, shot taken by Glover. Now Martin taken down by Patterson. Ryan Romeo didn't like that. He comes in for Connor Fries. I don't know what the referee's going to call on that. But at the very worst, I hope it's coincidentals, Greg. I hope we don't call on the penalty kill with this. But that was clear what happened right in front of the referee.
Well, that's – I don't even know what to say about that for Fayetteville to just – clearly cross-check Martin in the back when the puck's not there. There's nothing really going on. Very dangerous, right above the top of the pants, and that's a situation.
They're going after Jordan Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Carson Vance tries to goad him into dropping the gloves. Martin smartly skates away. Vance laughing about it as he comes to the bench. Patterson, 2 minutes for cross-check. Ryan Romeo also in the box. 2 minutes roughing. That's fine. That's exactly the right call to make. Romeo did the right thing, came to his teammates' aid. You can't let him be ragdolled around like that, cross-checked like he was. I like the way Ryan Romeo's played tonight, Greg.
Well, he's playing with that intensity, and that's what we're talking about, where to a man, Romeo, you could see it in his eyes from the start of the game. He's just hit that next level, and that's what's got to be contagious here and catch fire and go around the dressing room for every one of the Bulls. But to see Romeo out there doing that, that's got to inspire the other guys coming in behind him.
4-on-4 hockey, unless something else is called for the next 2 minutes. They'll sit in the box, though, after that 2 minutes until the first stoppage, so they could be in there a while. Face off in the Bulls zone, Bethune and McNair. Fayetteville had control, but tipped away by Turchiev, who clears the zone. Now it's sent near boards. Brierly takes an elbow from McNair. Bethune picks the loose puck up, skates it in. Stops along the far wall for Turchiev. Turchiev thought about it, skates back through the slot. He'll spin again, trying to get away from Austin Alger. Now he just gingerly leaves it there. Andrew Lane picks it up. Bethune back defensively, saves a 2-on-1, but Fayetteville still has the puck in the Bull zone. McNair out in front for Lane. Backhand goes wide. Bethune tries to take the puck away from Lane. McNair comes in to try and help. Takes the puck away. Matt McNair sends one through the slot. Alger's there, gives it up for Lane. Lane in front for Alger, save made. Rebound comes all the way back for Vance. Mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. McNair has the puck, drops it, far side. Andrew Lane has it. Lane sends one in front looking for a deflection, none forthcoming. Vance keeps it alive. Papalardo trying to get it away from him. Vance turns, spins in front. Brierly takes a big hit into the net. but Birmingham clears. Turchiev has it. Looking for a line change quickly. He just dumps it in. 36 seconds remaining on the coincidentals. Fayetteville did everything but score then. Now a dangerous play there by Fayetteville. Drops it back. Masson was in front. Fayetteville takes it through center ice. Lovin drops it back on his defense for Ryan Leith. Gains the zone. Shot taken. Hayden Stewart smartly decides that's enough. Let's start this again.
And I tell you what, Hayden Stewart just saved the day right there on that play. And you talk about the Bulls had a little bit of miscommunication in their zone there with that 4-on-4. And when you play 4-on-4, there's extra ice. You've got to be man-on-man. It's got to be tight. And Fayetteville had a guy left wide open in front of the net. And Hayden Stewart came across with that right pad and made a huge save.
Face-off control by Masson, but it came right back in on Stewart. Davis Ross will pick the puck up and skate away. Looking for Masson, intercepted by Fayetteville. And Lovin has it. He'll backhand one for Lane in his own zone. Down to the last 5 seconds of this 4-on-4 situation. Davis Ross ahead for Donahue, who'll tip it in. Donahue gets it right back at center ice. Can't get through the defense. He'll just dump it in where Arujo sends it for Lane. A big hit by McTavish. Birmingham takes the puck away. Looking for McTavish in front. Arujo takes it away, and he wraps one off the boards down into the Bull zone. Fayetteville just wanting to clear on that. Colatarchi circles in front of his own net ahead for Davis. Ross looking for McTavish just out of his reach. Dalton Hunter takes the puck away for Fayetteville. Has Monkovich with him. Hunter fans on the shot, but still has control of the puck. Looks for Vance. Vance sends one down low, deflected by Colatarchi into the stands just to make sure it didn't get into harm's way.
Good stick there by Colatarchi. Read the pass coming off from the point. McTavish did a good job initially coming up in the shooting lane. Took that shot away from Leith. And then Colatarchi with his stick in the passing lane. They're looking for those guys on the side of the net. So very interesting offensive.
They've changed it.
Yes.
From what they did in the first period.
Yes.
Birmingham out shooting Fayetteville 16-14 with 11:25 to go in the second period of play, leading 2-1. Leith wraps one around the board. Behind the net, it's played by Bednard. Bednard pressured by Blaisdell, drops it from Monkovich. Romeo in front, Monkovich with a shot, dangerous one. Hayden Stewart with the save.
And you can see Hunter sitting right there on the doorstep, just waiting for Hayden Stewart to pop out a juicy rebound there. So great job by Stewart to suck that one in, no rebound given, and they can reset here with a face-off to his left side.
Blaisdell out defensively with Ryan Romeo. And it looks like Martin, Gillespie, and Rose out for Birmingham. McCloy on the draw for Fayetteville opposite Jordan Martin. We're still waiting on the drop of the puck. Finally dropped it. It came loose for McCloy. He couldn't get a shot off, and Gillespie sends it to center ice. Andrew Lane picks it up. Martin tries to bump him off the play. It's sent down into the Bull zone. Romeo will catch up with it. Wraps it around the boards past Glover. In front, McNair deflected, save made, and Romeo cleared the rebound. Now the puck sent behind Stewart. Blaisdell gives it up for Jordan Martin. Backhands one ahead for Carson Rose. Rose takes the shot, goes wide. Rebound far side. Arujo has it, taken away from him by Gillespie. Look out, Gillespie, no place to go. Poke checked away from him, and McCloy takes it. Turchiev takes it away from him, sends it to center ice, where McCloy sends it right back in, which Stewart will play it. Stewart ahead for Turchiev. Patterson, big hit on him, takes him down. Penalty coming up on Patterson. Nobody retaliate, come on now. That's the penalty that Bricado had in the first period, Greg. I think that's just a return. I'm not sure that was a dirty hit. I don't know if they're called boarding or roughing, but we'll take it. Well, boarding is the call.
And I think you're exactly right, Jody, is that, you know, that call against Mercado.
Right.
Questionable in the first period, and I got to say there that to me seemed like a pretty good hit on Patterson there, giving it out. But to me, neither of those calls should be made. This is playoff hockey.
100% agree.
Let them play. They played a certain way for the entire stretch of the last 15 games of the season. Bring that hockey back, drop the puck, and let the boys go.
Well, I asked for consistency. I got it on that call. Birmingham back on the power play with 10-12 to go here in the second period, leading Fayetteville by a score of 2-1. Faceoff will be in the Fayetteville zone. Far faceoff circle, Jared Bethune. Troy McTavish. Scott Donahue. Ryan Romeo and Jake Pappalardo out on the power play for Birmingham as the puck is dropped. Pappalardo gives it up for Romeo. Return Pappalardo, far boards, down low is play for McTavish. Tries to give it to Bethune. Puck comes free for McTavish. He'll play it far side. Pappalardo tries to get around Lovin to keep it alive. Loose puck. Ryan Leith has it, and he'll clear it off the boards down in the Bull zone. Stewart way out of his net to play it. Leaves it for Romeo. Romeo gives it up. Pappalardo has it at center ice. Pappalardo ahead. Drop back for Pappalardo, who wasn't expecting it. And McCloy takes it away. Gives it up for Glover. Look out, Glover, shorthanded, drops it for McCloy. Gets around the defense. Save made by Hayden Stewart. Holy cow. Shorthanded situation should have resulted in a shorthanded goal, but Hayden Stewart denied him. Minute to go in the Bulls power play. Ryan Romeo behind his net. Leaves it for Gillespie. Gillespie gets it going through center ice. He's along with Rosen Martin as well. Puts the brakes on in the zone. Turchiev takes it just inside the blue line, far side. Pass for Gillespie, easily tipped away by Matt McNair. And Birmingham has to regroup. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the power play. Turchiev ahead for Rose. Rose takes the shot, pad save. Loose puck along the boards. Rose and McNair fighting for it. Puck comes free, and Lovin backhands one the length of the ice. Down to 20 seconds to go in this Bulls power play. Michael Gillespie has time for one more rush. Then he gets it ahead. Mike Davis has it. Davis backhand score! Davis got behind the defense and a beautiful pass ahead. He controlled it somehow and got the backhand pass. Jason Pulaski. That's a huge goal, Greg Driveny.
I tell you what, Jody, we've been talking about Mike Davis ever since he came back from his brief absence, and we're like, where is that next gear Mike Davis? Well, you know what? I'm glad he saved it for that play right there, because that pass, Davis did a great job getting in behind the defense, but it wasn't a clean pass. It got away from Davis, and it was a foot race, and Davis beat Pulowski. He wasn't sure what to do with it. Davis got there first, faked the shot from the forehand, went to the backhand, and once again, Pulowski gets beat 5-hole.
Big, huge goal by Mike Davis for many, many reasons, one of which gives us a 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in hockey, but I'll take it right now. Puck along the near boards. Zach Masson pushing and shoving, trying to poke it free, does. Masson gets it back to Taylor Brierly. Gets away, takes a shot, pad save made by Pulaski. Good play there by Masson. He intercepts the clearing pass. Gives it up to McTavish. Back at the point, Masson slap shot, weak one. Didn't get through, and back comes Fayetteville through center ice. Shot taken, sticked aside easily by Stewart. And a frustrated Carter Shinkarik pops that puck as it came back on the ice, back out of play.
And, you know, I think the Bulls have identified that on Pulowski, because the last two shots on net, even though they're from the blue line, you can see the Bulls are putting all those pucks low towards that 5-hole of Pulowski, and he's kicking them out, directing them over into the corner. But look for more of that from the Bulls, because that's where they beat them twice tonight so far on 3 goals.
Well, twice tonight Birmingham has scored on long headbanding passes with people or players, that is, behind the defense of Fayetteville, and has resulted both times in goals. That play seems to be working.
Well, and it is. And you talk about earlier we were discussing, how do you beat it? How do you beat that trap? How do you beat that wall of 3 guys? And it's one of 2 ways. Either you have to find a way to gain the red line and then put it in deep behind the wall and beat them with speed, or you catch them watching the puck deep in our zone, get a guy in behind them, and set him free, just like we've done twice so far tonight.
7:41 remaining, second period. Birmingham 3, Fayetteville 1. The next goal, if there is one, is absolutely huge. You either will have a brand new hockey game at 3-2 or a comfortable 3-goal lead.
Well, 3-goal lead, 4-goal lead. If you're the Bulls right here, you get the next goal. You want to put as many in behind Pawlowski as you can.
Step on their throat while you got a chance. Just get it over with. Face off in the Bulls zone. Jared Bethune and McLeod. Once again, the puck will be ruled to be dropped unfairly. The linesmen are the most noticeable people on the ice right now, and that's wrong.
And you nailed it there, Jody. Get that dagger in and twist it a little bit once it's in there and put them away.
Bulls control off the draw. Papalardo takes a hit from Glover, but gets it out and clears. Vance sends one around the boards off the back of the net, still loose behind. In front, the puck comes, but cleared by Birmingham. Papalardo will lift one through center ice. Giving chases Donahue. Leith catches up with it first, though, and he'll skate far side. Off the boards through center ice, deflected for Glover. Blaisdell pokes it away from him. Now Colatarchi loses it. Glover with a shot save made by Stewart. And Birmingham desperately clears that one just in the air, and it hits the scoreboard, so we'll have a face-off back in the Bulls zone. Wow.
I tell you what, Jody, once again, those plays where Fayetteville, they just dump that puck in, and they're not really setting it. They're kind of shooting it almost into the defenders of the Bulls, flipping it up in the air as they enter that offensive zone, looking for a bobbled puck. But once again, Hayden Stewart tracked that puck so well and made another huge save for the Bulls.
Off the draw, loose puck picked up by Patterson, a shot gloved by Stewart. Now Martin takes his man out of the play into the net. Davis Ross will come in. Pushing and shoving has been going on all night long in front of both nets. Nothing will be called here. Face-off still in the Bull zone with 6:58 to go in the second period of play.
Very busy place down there. We'll call that the reverse Gretzky office in front of the net.
Connor Fries, Jordan Martin on the draw. Puck drop. Nobody cleanly wins it, but controlled by Fayetteville, who'll send it around the boards behind the net. Jordan Martin and Connor Fries fighting for it. Picked up by Romeo. He'll wrap it around the boards where Davis Ross takes it. Ross ahead for Gillespie, couldn't get it deep. Rose tries to take it away from Marujo, does, sends it far side. Gillespie will have to give chase. Andrew Lane will catch up with it first. Backhanded away for Patterson. Now he's hit on the play. Loose puck, Connor Fries tries to get it out, does. Romeo with a good play defensively keeps Hunter from skating away with the puck. Birmingham has control, gives it up though, and back comes Jack Patterson. Tips it off the boards. Brierly takes it away for Turchiev, right back into the Fayetteville zone. Masson tries to take it away from Marujo. Causes the turnover. Masson for Turchiev. Far side McTavish. Back at the point for Turchiev. Turchiev down low. McTavish. Save made. Rebound loose. Still loose in front. Finally covered up by Pawlowski. Now it squirts free. I'm not sure that was ever covered up. But if the referee loses sight, I guess he has to blow the whistle. Takes an excellent scoring chance away from Troy McTavish.
And that's the play we've been talking about, and I spoke with Coach Simchuk earlier today, and we talked about the importance, and he said one of the things the Bulls are going to focus on tonight is getting that puck to the net any way they can from whatever angle they can, and not so much looking to score, but identifying about Pawlowski's rebound control and just sending guys and crashing the net, crashing the net, crashing the net. And right there we can see Pawlowski does not have good rebound control.
No, not tonight.
nor does he do well covering the puck, because right there the Bulls had 4 or 5 whacks at it right there, and I like that brand of hockey.
Masson wins the draw. Taylor Brierly has it. Weak one sent in. Good play. Save made. Rebound picked up by the Bulls. Brierly slap shot. Save made. He's still, though. Pulaski did not look sure of himself on that save made right there off the shot.
Well, one of those things where, as a goaltender, Jody, 3 goals on you by the end of the second period. If the Bulls can get another one, if you've let in 4 by the end of the second period, you're really inside your own head.
Little stat to remember here, Fayetteville has not given up more than 2 goals in the last 6 games, but tonight they've given up 3. Off the draw, Bethune knocked off the play, but he backhands one into the corner. Papalardo fighting for it. Fayetteville sends it far side. Bednar has it, and he'll tip it out. Brierly picks it up for Birmingham, tries a quick pass for Papalardo off the mark. Loose puck at center ice, picked up by Lovin. Turchieff makes sure he couldn't get deep, so he'll send it deep. Loose puck, though, picked up by Turchieff. He'll backhand or send one out through center ice. Fayetteville will turn it right back in. We're down to 5 minutes to go here in this second period. Birmingham 3, Fayetteville 1. Loose puck picked up by Donahue. Draws it for Bethune. He tried to get it back for Donahue. Couldn't do it because it was intercepted. Now Donahue taken down along the far boards. Fayetteville has it behind their own net. Vance ahead. Monkovich has it. Lovin with him. Puck comes outside the zone into center ice. Fayetteville brings it right back in. Glover looking for McCloy. Couldn't find him. Blaisdell sends it around the far board. Shinkarik pinches to keep it in. McCloy behind the net looking for a place to go. Far face-off circle, sends it deep for Glover. Behind the net, Martin tries to poke check it away from him. He got the shot off and went wide. Shinkarik will keep it alive. Blaisdell along with McCloy fighting for it. McCloy will come up with the puck. Blaisdell takes him out to play, sets it up for Martin, and Birmingham will clear as Rose tries to catch Gillespie streaking, but he couldn't find him. Jarrett Cupp has the puck in the corner. Big hit there, cost the puck up. Rose has it. Takes a shot that almost got through. He looked behind him. Pulaski wasn't sure where it was. Now Jarrett Cupp takes it. Birmingham's going to be penalized. Gillespie, look out, you may get a second one. And now McNair comes in and just takes him out. And here we go. This is what happens. I didn't like to see what Gillespie did. He got the initial penalty, was frustrated, turned and fired the puck. I wouldn't be surprised if Gillespie's not given a 2 and a 10 for that.
Well, that was a situation there where if I'm Fayetteville and I'm in a 3-1 game, you know, to me that's not the type of play. I'm going to go in and try and correct like the way that they did there. But the way that they retaliated back, Masson coming in doing the right thing, because that was a little bit excessive on the payback there on Gillespie and on just an unsportsmanlike play.
You're the goaltender, though. If an unnecessary shot like that after the penalty's called and the whistle blows, how do you feel about that if you're a goaltender? Don't you want to make sure that he doesn't do it again?
If we're winning the game, I'm probably charging out of the net and going after the guy. But if we're down a goal, I'm not going to do that because I want the man advantage to come back so that we can get closer back into the game.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Gillespie gets the extra penalty, tripping and unsportsmanlike for firing the puck unnecessarily after the whistle blows on the netminder. So here we go. Another power play given up unnecessarily. McNair in the box for Fayetteville for cross-checking. Double minor for Gillespie. 3:48 to go, second period. And with Birmingham not having the best penalty kill the last month or so, this makes me nervous.
I wonder if this will be a 5-on-4.
Well, I don't know yet.
5-on-4 or 4-on-3?
Can't be a 4-on-3.
Well, they've got Davis in the box with Gillespie. Interesting.
Well, let's see now. 5 players are out for Fayetteville. 4 for Birmingham.
Okay.
All right, Davis is going to serve the extra penalty, I guess. I don't know. What I do know is we need to kill this penalty.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. McTavish on the draw for Birmingham, loses it. Picked up by Andrew Lane. He'll send one for Shinkarik back to Lane. Has Bednard this side. Bednard down low for McCloy. Out in front, Glover, a shot save made by Stewart. McTavish can't clear. His clearing pass was blocked by Bednard, who has it. Inside the Bulls zone, Shinkarik backhands one out for Lane. Slap shot score. Holy cow.
And I tell you what, for the fans at home and anybody who remembers Don Cherry, the worst way you could clear your zone is with a backhand, and I hate it. As a goalie, as a player, as a coach, you name it. But how many times do you see that trying to clear the zone on a backhand, it gets pulled down by the D and ends up in the back of your net? That's one. It's on your stick, hard off the wall.
Just hammer it down the ice. That's 3 power play goals we've given up in this series. Both their goals tonight on the power play.
And we've had possession.
Yes.
On the majority of them before they scored. So back to work here, 5-on-5.
5-on-5, but now that 2-goal lead is a 1-goal lead, and we got a brand new hockey game, and Davis Ross almost lost it. Gives it up for Romeo, banks it off the near boards. Ahead looking for Donahue. Bethune will pick the loose puck up. Looks for a place to go. He had Ross streaking, but it was deflected away. Ross sends it behind the net for Donahue. Can't get past Leith, but Jared Bethune catches up with it. Loose puck, far boards. Papalardo tries to keep it alive. Fayetteville dangerously right in front of their own goaltenders, passes the puck near side and clears the zone. Davis Ross has it behind his net, gives it up for Turchiev. Turchiev sends it ahead for Donahue. Can't get around Fry, so he dumps it in. Bad bounce off the boards, but Monkovich was there. For Fayetteville, Turchiev tries to keep it alive. Martin fans on the shot, but keeps the puck alive. Back for Turchiev. Turchiev, far side. Martin takes the shot, deflected wide. Monkovich will try and clear. Rose takes it away from him. Now Fayetteville finally does clear the zone. Fries just gets it past the blue line, and Fayetteville will take control. We're down to 2 minutes to go, second period. Birmingham clinging to a 3-2 lead. Davis takes the puck away, comes into the zone. He loses it, and Drake Glover skates away. Brierly back defensively. Drops it. Masson with a good play, interception. Here we go. He has Carson Rose into the zone. Carson Rose takes a shot, save made by Pulaski, and he holds on.
Great job, but you saw the explosiveness of Masson on that play. Hits Carson Rose. Masson in full flight, hits Rose, and Masson doesn't slow down a bit. Even after he gives him the puck, he does a center lane drive to the net, pulls the defensive with him, and gives Carson Rose a good scoring opportunity from the circles down, and Pulaski made a great save on that one.
Masson now out with Bricado and McTavish. Blaisdell and Colatarchi on defense. Face off in the Fayetteville zone. Drop. Fayetteville controls. Lane banks one off the boards and out. Blaisdell blindly passes it near side. Masson whacks it back into the zone. This one's maybe, as you know, they'll call it off. Andrew Lane drops it for Arujo. Around the boards, Masson with a hit. But Fayetteville skates away. Lovin. Far side McCloy. Blaisdell on him. Blaisdell finds the way to block the pass, and it escapes the zone. Fayetteville will come back into their own zone, retreating to set the play. Arujo gains the red line, sends it in. Stewart stops it. Gives it to Blaisdell, loses the puck. Somehow gets it away, though. Bricado for Bethune. Glover intercepts that pass. Blaisdell along the far wall, gets it out through center ice. McTavish picks it up. Has Bethune with him. Bethune now stops. 3 players back on Bethune. No Bulls there to help as they were in a line change. Now sent back to the point. Brierly keeps it alive for Turchiev. Turchiev sends the shot blocked by the defense of Fayetteville, and back comes Glover. Has McCloy with him. Dumps the puck past Turchiev, chases in the corner. Turchiev catches up with it first somehow, and Brierly takes the pass from him, wraps it off the glass into center ice. Now puck in the Fayetteville zone. Donahue there tries to poke it free. Fayetteville will clear. We're down to 24 seconds remaining in this period. Brierly for Birmingham. Sets it up for Turchiev, for Papalardo. Gains the zone. Papalardo takes the shot well wide. Rebound. Martin was there but couldn't get in front. Rose takes it away. Rose takes the shot, defensively blocked by Fayetteville. Rose again, a shot goes wide. We're down to 2 seconds, one, and that'll do it. Now McNair and Rose bump into each other as the whistle blows. And they'll have words, but that'll be it. McNair really is, he's still going to talk to him. He curls back to his bench. Then that'll do it. But still, Greg, you know, you got a 3-1 lead late in the second period. You take a penalty that was unnecessary. Sorry, it was. You didn't have to fire that puck just because you were frustrated. And it results in a goal, and a once 2-goal lead is now a 1-goal lead. And we got 20 minutes of hockey to play where anything can happen. One bounce and it's 3-3. And then what do you do?
Well, Jody, looking at before, and, you know, that's just an individual mistake. And what we're seeing tonight is those individual mistakes, and it goes back to that emotion we talked about earlier, right? Being able to control that and contain it, and for the betterment of the team, not making some of those decisions. But two things I'm noticing here. In the last 30 seconds, twice, I saw Fayetteville in the defensive zone and in the offensive zone turn away from plays where you make the play by taking the hit first, and both players turned away. So we could be onto something there from the Bulls, identifying Fayetteville. They do not like the physical game. More of that.
The only Fayetteville player I've seen tonight, maybe two, that haven't shied away is Jack Patterson and maybe McNair.
Yep.
That said, this next 20 minutes is the season for Birmingham. It just simply is.
Well, and what I did like for the Bulls there before that, you know, penalty is they had about a 10-minute stretch where they were playing the simple game and Fayetteville did not know what to do with it. They were making smart plays in the offensive zone. They weren't trying to force stuff to the middle, no saucer passes. If they got in trouble, they dumped it back to the board side, put the puck low, played it deep, and it was just automatic. They kept playing the puck deep and working it down from down low. Fayetteville, they're looking for turnovers from the top of the circles to center ice, and that's where they're sending those odd man rushes north. And for the Bulls, you got to cut down on the backhand passes, the fancy stuff up by your blue line, sucking one guy, a little backhander down. That stuff is too dangerous in this game. You got to go out here and you got to play this last 20 minutes solid north and south hockey, and every puck has to be tape to tape. And if you don't have a tape to tape pass, you just got to put it deep and let them start from 200 feet away from your goal.
The one thing I do not want to see are defensemen pinching in and nobody peeling back to take their spot on the blue line defensively. Because if that happens, it's 2-on-1 before you can blink an eye, and that's where goals are scored. I don't know. I was nervous before this game started. I felt a little better at 3-1. I don't feel so good right now at 3-2, even though we are ahead. But it's not up to me. You've been in this position before, too, where I know you have. I was there in the East Coast League, where you're facing 20 minutes away from elimination. What is going on in that Bulls locker room right now between the players, not the coaches, the players?
Well, I think the players, they're going to isolate, and the leaders in the room are going to identify key guys who are going above and beyond tonight. And two of those guys, from my standpoint, has been Romeo and Hayden Stewart in net.
Yep.
Stewart's made 2 or 3 saves in that period alone that on any other night they might have been goals. Took those away. Romeo's making that extra effort, putting it in there. And if I'm a leader in that dressing room, I'm pointing out those guys, and I'm looking around the room saying, boys, if you're not giving it like these guys are, find that next gear, because everybody's got to pull the rope.
You know, I had a high school coach, and I never will forget what he told us at the county championship. He said, some of you guys, and I was one of them, will never put another uniform on and play this game ever again. Do you really want to go out there and half-ass it, so to speak? Sorry, but that's what he said. And it motivated us. I can't tell you how it motivated us, busting ourselves everywhere. If I'm anybody in that Bulls locker room, I've got to be thinking about that. There's no guarantees for next year.
Well, and that's the biggest thing. And, you know, when you talk about from a scouting standpoint, and some of these guys, we talk about kind of that East Coast flu, where the guys get called up and then they come back and, you know, they were 99 out of 100 before they got called up, and then when they come back for whatever reason, they seem to be about an 85, you know, fighting to get back or whatever. It's the end of the season, you get sent down. But if you want to get back there next year, the first thing that those scouts and those GMs are going to be looking for is, when you went back down, what did you do? And if you can tag it with, hey, that guy was a champion and he won at the league below, those are the first guys that they're going to be looking to bring into camp next year. That's what I would be saying in the locker room too, because some of the biggest, I'm not going to say disappointment, but those guys that I look to do more are those guys that went up to the coast and they're down here, and they've got to find that next gear and take control of this game and lead us home in the third period here.
Well, why don't you go down and tell them what you just told me, because that motivated me. I'm nervous. Okay, 13 minutes to go before the start of the third period of play. I'm already exhausted, and I've got to sit through 20 more minutes of this. So if you don't mind, for the next 13 minutes, we're going to listen to some music, and I'm going to catch a breath and get a bottle of water. How's that?
Awesome.
Jody Chernesky along with Greg Dreveny at the end of 2, Birmingham 3, Fayetteville 2.
Winter is coming, and Window World has your back, just like a sweater. The largest window replacement company in the nation gives you the best for less, the best products, the best installers, not to mention the company's strongest warranty. Winter doesn't have to mean high energy bills. Call Window World at 205-916-2189. That's 205-916-2189, or visit windowworld.com.
This is a shout out to the professional tailgaters, game day grillers, and potluck pros. Whether you bake it, smoke it, stack it, or melt it, there's nothing more important than how you cook up your team spirit while serving it with an ice cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or Coke Life. We may not all agree on the best game day foods, but when you serve your meals with a Coke, you know you've got yourself a winner. Enjoy an ice cold Coca-Cola at the Birmingham Bulls game. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling.
This presentation of Birmingham Bulls hockey can also be heard while you're on the go via the Field Pass Hockey app. Read articles on your favorite team, view photo galleries, listen to live games and podcasts from across the AHL, ECHL, and SPHL by downloading the app, now available in the Google Play and Apple app stores. Hey Bulls fans, did you know the best place to score the most authentic hockey memorabilia and game day experiences all season long is with Dash Auction? The chance to meet your favorite player, take home the puck that scored the game-winning goal, or championship-winning jersey is right in the palm of your hands. Text DASH to 66866 and get ready to drop the gloves for the ultimate bragging rights. We'll see you at the auction, Bulls fans.
It's the classic dilemma at Whataburger. You pick up your patty melt with two
did
fresh
you know the best
all-beef
place to
patties,
score the most
melted
authentic
Monterey
hockey
Jack
memorabilia
cheese.
and game day experiences all season long is with Dash Auction? The chance to meet your favorite player, take home the puck that scored the game-winning goal, or championship-winning jersey is right in the palm of your hands. Text DASH to 66866 and get ready to drop the gloves for the ultimate bragging rights. We'll see you at the auction, Bulls fans.
It's the classic dilemma at Whataburger. You pick up your patty melt with 2 fresh all-beef patties, melted Monterey Jack cheese, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. And just when you're about to dig into Whataburger's take on this all-time classic, someone utters the dreaded words.
Can I have a bite?
Should you? Shouldn't you? Maybe you just take a big bite so you don't have to answer. Good thing that dilemma's over. Good thing there's the patty melt at Whataburger.
You are the barbecue boss, the Sultan of Spatula. And upon the first bite of Whataburger's barbecue bacon burger, you think, hey, I could make this. Your barbecue sauce might not be as smoky, and you probably wouldn't put both smoked cheddar and Monterey Jack on it. And you... Wait, is that bacon? Good thing there's room for more than one poobah of the pit. Good thing there's the limited-time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Jody Chernesky, Greg Dreveny back with you at the Pelham Civic Complex. We're down to 3.5 minutes to go before the start of the third period. Greg and I just talking during the break about several things. Some we can talk about, some we can't. One thing I want to ask you, Greg, I know you've got, as a goaltender, you guys are weird people. You got more superstitions than every gambler in Las Vegas combined on one night. Did you do anything tonight that you would chalk up to superstition?
You know, I wore my Captain America t-shirt because the last game I didn't wear it, we didn't win. And I said, you know what? Tonight I'm breaking out the Captain America. We're coming. And if everybody does whatever it takes, whether you're a fan, whether you're an announcer, whether you're a player or a coach, whatever it takes on game day for you to do to just put that extra bit of positive energy into the universe so your team can pull out 2 points, that was my contribution. And what I also like is we heard Sweet Caroline and got the fans rolling here during the second intermission going into the third period. So I like our chances.
I actually did some things as well. Thursday, before the game in Fayetteville, I shaved. You're not supposed to do that for playoffs.
No.
At least that's the way I was always taught. So I didn't shave. That's number one. Number two, I wore the same jeans, the same undershirt, and the same golf shirt, and the same jacket as I wore all season long the second half of the year when we only lost to 2 teams in this building, Evansville and Huntsville. I almost put on the Cahaba Valley Viper golf shirt because we won 2 in a row against Fayetteville during that stretch. But I resisted that. But I'm not completely clean either. I have my own superstitions as well.
Well, the bottom line there is, Jody, we did what we think it would take to contribute to a win tonight for the Bulls. And if you remember the movie Major League back in the day, that's something where right now, any fans in Birmingham, wherever you're at, if you're out there, grab a can, grab a bottle, whatever it is, and start tapping and rolling, and let's take the Bulls home here in the third period and generate some supernatural energy that's going to go down to the boys down there on the ice, North and South hockey. Be aggressive, and let's pot a couple goals here and take this out, because in my books, coming out tonight with a 1-goal win, it's great. You extended your season. But we talked about when the dagger's in, twist the dagger, bring the pain, and let them know without a doubt who the better team is going into tomorrow night, and for right now, going into the third period.
I would say the next goal will tell a lot about this game. Maybe there will be one, maybe there won't. But for the first time in a long time at a hockey game, I'm nervous. I'm tensed as we're about to drop the puck to get underway. All right, folks, here we go. Off the draw, puck is controlled by Fayetteville. They'll start to play in their own zone. Leith sends it ahead for Alger. He's tipped it into the Bull zone. Bethune picks it up, curls away from Connor Fries, sends it through center ice. Vance knocks it away from him. Loose puck picked up by the Bulls. Donahue brings it in for Papalardo. A shot wide. Rebound far side picked up by Connor Fries, and he'll skate through center ice. Gives it up for Patterson. Brierly on him. Loose puck behind the net played by Patterson for Alger. Now Birmingham will clear as Donahue sends it ahead for Brierly. Brierly tries to get around. Jarrett Cupp can't do it. He'll send it behind the net. Played there by Bethune. Sends it behind the net. No Bulls there to pick it up. As Connor Fries takes it, sends it far side for Patterson. Ryan Romeo on him. Patterson deflects it in off the boards. Davis Ross, good play back to take it away. Gives it to Ryan Romeo. Through center ice looking for Davis. Cardish and Carrick on him. Davis drops it back to Masson. Cup takes it away. Nice play by Masson to center it out in front, but no Bull was there. Hunter sends it in to the Birmingham zone. Shinkarik goes down. Davis loses his stick. He'll pick it up. Puck comes free to center ice. McNair has it. At the center ice stripe, sends it in. Near side played by Davis Ross. Lifts it into center ice where McTavish was there, but Lane picks the loose puck up. Sends it for Arujo. Far side, tries to get around Romeo. Romeo plays his man. McCloy will pick the loose puck up. Romeo on him. Tied up along the far boards. McTavish comes in along with Lovin. Picked up by McCloy behind the Birmingham net. Off the boards for Arujo. Arujo takes a shot, blocked in front. Rose picks the rebound up, clears. Andrew Lane takes it for Fayetteville. Sends it right back into the Bulls zone. Romeo and Colatarchi back to get it first. Taken away from him by Monkovich, but Birmingham's Carson Rose takes the pass from Gillespie, loses it. Vance sends it right back into the Bull zone. Alger. Played by Blaisdell. Two men back for Fayetteville. Takes the puck away. That's Hunter with the puck. Backhands one out to the blue line. Clears the zone. And Fayetteville will have to as well. Now the puck comes right to Stewart on a bad play. Clearing the puck in your own zone by Blaisdell. Right to his goaltender. Now a shot taken by Bethune. His stick explodes. Still made it on net. Save was made. And back comes Hunter through center ice. Hunter has it taken away from him by Bethune, who skated to get a new stick, and he'll send it ahead to center ice. Birmingham has to clear the zone. They was ahead of the play offside. They do. Fayetteville has the puck, sends it off the stick of Patterson into the Bulls zone. Papalardo back. Can't clear. The puck was sent through the crease. Stewart saw it. Now puck sent by Shinkarik off the mark. Turchiev has it. Deflected by Masson. Taken away by Shinkarik. 16:30 to go, third period. Bulls clinging to a 3-2 lead. Puck shot well high of Stewart. Comes free for Turchiev. Dances around one man. Sends it ahead for Brierly. Off the boards, deep into the zone. Davis and Mercado giving chase. Cleared, though, by Fayetteville. And back comes Glover. Martin on him. Takes the puck away. Now loose behind the net. Played near boards. Davis is there. Can't clear it. Comes free. Birmingham's Mercado banks one off the boards into center ice. McCloy backhands one gingerly, and Rose takes it away. Gillespie giving chase, but Arujo gets there first. McCloy brings it into the Bull zone, goes down. No call. Davis Ross. They're going to let him play, I believe, Greg. Davis Ross can't clear. Kept alive. McCloy has it behind the Birmingham net. Out in front for Glover. Poked away from him, and there comes Gillespie to Rose through center ice. Gillespie tries to take the pass from Rose. It was behind him. Loose puck played behind the net. Rose fighting for it there with Lane and McNair. Now Bethune comes in. Loose puck comes up for Rose. Sends one through the crease. Back at the point, it's kept alive by Colatarchi. Can't get it deep. McCloy intercepts, and he clears. Michael Gillespie in front of his own net will skate away. Sends it ahead for Bethune, who deflects it into the Fayetteville zone. Gillespie will come off. Now Vance plays it for Hunter. Little Tarchi banks it right back in. Carson Vance takes it. Papalardo tried to take it away, couldn't do it. They'll clear the zone. Now Papalardo far side. On Lovin, he'll just turn and spin and send it into the near corner where Turchiev picks it up for the Bulls. Far side, Papalardo has Bethune near. Bethune brings it in. It's close to being offside, no call. Vance, yeah, it is an offside. Sorry about that. Birmingham has to clear the zone, but nonetheless, Fayetteville has the puck anyway. Carson Vance at the center ice stripe. Sends one deep. Alger along with Turchiev. Birmingham's Turchiev picks the puck up. Has some free ice, gives it up to Brierly at center ice. Mercado in ahead of the play offside. Brierly has to curl back. Gives it to Romeo. Ahead for McTavish, who backhands one in. Played behind the net by Shinkarik and out. As Patterson tries to set up Alger, gets past him, Davis Ross. And a foot chase, he'll catch up with it first, so an icing is called on Fayetteville. We'll come back down into Fayetteville zone. This will be another media timeout. All right, Greg, 6 minutes into this third period, what do you see?
Well, I see the Bulls playing a much smarter game, but I would like them to pick up the intensity just a little bit and not sit. It's tough to sit on a one-goal lead for 20 minutes. I'd like to see them apply a little bit more offensive pressure, but so far they're doing a very good job making sure they don't make any mistakes. And one thing I want to point out, something you don't see a whole lot, but when Bethune came down across the blue line, his stick exploded on that slap shot. He curled back around the net, Ray Pack hands him his stick. And to point out, a great job by Ray Pack, the Bulls trainer, had his stick ready as he skated by the bench. Bethune picks up his stick, curls back in underneath our blue line, and breaks up a play right there and makes it and clears the zone for the Bulls. So
you were talking about everybody doing their part.
That's it. That's what it takes. So great job there by the Bulls. I like what I'm seeing so far. Just more. Keep climbing the mountain a little bit better every shift.
Puck dropped unfairly once again, so we'll try it one more time. Jordan Martin on the draw for Birmingham. Connor Fries for Fayetteville in the marksman zone to the left of goaltender Jason Pulaski. 14:02 to go, third period. Bulls 3, Fayetteville 2. Romeo plays it behind the net. Off of the stick of Gillespie, Patterson will pick the loose puck up, far boards. He'll send one around the near side. Alger and Rose giving chase. Puck comes free for Fries, who will clear the zone. Gillespie has it, turns and sends one right back in. Pulaski steers it aside. Cup will pick it up, and back comes Connor Fries. Connor Fries gains the red line into the Bull zone. Fries, whistle blows as Patterson was in ahead of the play offside for Fayetteville. We're fortunate on that one. That one was beginning to look a little dangerous.
Well, it was. And back to that other standpoint, we mentioned Gillespie on the break with the unsportsmanlike shooting the puck after the play. Very similar there with Fries. I'm surprised that he didn't get one there for wiring that puck in around down below the corner after they blew the offside.
I guess that's what happens if you fire the puck on the goalie, though.
True.
That precipitated that penalty, but I won't argue with that call at all. Off the draw, McNair has it. Backhands one over. Glover couldn't get the shot through. Blocked by the Bulls, but it's kept alive by Arujo. No offside. It was close, but he sends it in deep. Blaisdell plays it for Bethune. Loses it. McCloy and Bethune fighting for it along the near corner. McNair comes in to help. McCloy comes away with the puck, loses it though, and Birmingham's McTavish sets it up for Blaisdell. Blaisdell gains the red line, sends it in. Arujo there. Papalardo as well. Puck loose along the far boards. Papalardo kicks it to the corner. Bethune and Lane. Now Donahue takes the puck away. Off the boards for Brierly. Near side, Turchiev. Turchiev takes a shot blocked by Glover. Never made it through. Loose puck there by McNair. Curls back, tries to get away from the Bulls. Papalardo takes it away. Papalardo steps out in front. Donahue took the loose puck. Wrap around, it's loose in front. Steered aside by Andrew Lane. Birmingham buzzing. Masson with a shot. Off the side of the net. Turchiev takes the loose puck. Skates across the blue line. Glover on him. Turchiev looks somewhere to go. In front. Centering pass. Masson. Shot goes wide. Oh, boy. Turchiev picks the loose puck up. Now it's sent down into the near corner. Andrew Lane takes it. I'm sure he'll just take the icing, and he does. As Birmingham was buzzing for about a minute and 10 seconds on that, and Masson had an excellent scoring chance, but it just went wide, Greg.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, what we want to see from the Bulls. That's Bulls hockey, controlling the puck down low, win on those one-on-one battles, and it all started off on a great shift from Bethune down there, controlling the puck, putting it down in the corner, going in, taking a hit, getting the puck back, moving it to the point. It all starts from there. They get a line change, come out, and it's more of the same.
Masson, McTavish, Davis up front for Birmingham, and Masson takes the draw, wins it cleanly. Ross loses it, but sets it up for Romeo. Tries to curl away from McNair. Romeo still with the puck. Can't get away from McNair along the near boards. Puck comes free where Masson sends it at the point for McTavish. Gets well past him. Davis takes the pass from Hayden Stewart, who was well out of his net. That's Ross, that is. Gives it up for McTavish. Penalty coming up on Fayetteville. In front. Puck is stopped by Arujo. Penalty was coming up on Fayetteville, now pushing and shoving. Come on. No retaliation here, Greg. We can't have this. The penalty was coming up on Fayetteville, a power play for Birmingham. I don't know what's going to happen now.
The Bulls identified that as the penalty. You saw Davis coming over and waving it off, telling all the guys to just settle down. Let's go back here. We need this power play. And I think that it's just going to be Fayetteville going here. So good job by Davis to identify that and get everybody in check on the ice.
Too many men on the ice. Bench penalty. I didn't notice. I thought something happened behind the play and resulted in a lot of pushing and shoving afterwards, but too many men on the ice is the call. That's kind of unforgivable in a playoff game, isn't it?
Well, if you want to put a chink in the armor and get inside Fayetteville, and especially in their coach's head, this is your opportunity, because a bench minor in this kind of a critical game, especially for too many men on the ice, is not a good look.
Rose, Martin, Davis, Turchiev, Gillespie out on the power play for Birmingham. Vance picks the loose puck up off the draw, and McNair clears the zone. 11.5 to go, third period. Birmingham 3, Fayetteville 2 as Gillespie skates into the zone. Couldn't set it up, cleared by Lovin. Back at center ice, Carson Rose has it. Sends it ahead for Gillespie, far boards. Vance on him, Gillespie drops it back for Rose. Rose gets around, one man takes the shot, goes wide of the net. Turchiev will pick the puck up. Tries to backhand one for Rose, and that's fought therefore by McCloy. Rose just fires it off the boards. Carson Vance picks it up and clears the zone. Minute 20 to go in the Bulls power play. McCloy almost took the puck away from Hayden Stewart, but it's played for Carson Rose, looking for Davis on that long head-bending pass, couldn't connect. Now Andrew Lane takes it and fires it the length of the ice. We're down to the minute to go in this important power play for Birmingham. We really need a goal here, guys. Here comes Papalardo through center ice, ahead for Donahue off his stick. Arujo and McTavish fighting for it. Now Lane and Donahue comes in. Puck comes free for Bethune. Back at the point, Romeo for Bethune. Down low, McTavish. He'll give it up for Bethune. McNair on him. Bethune looks for a place to go. McNair had him. Lost it though, Papalardo takes it. Down low, played. McTavish back to Papalardo, deflected. And he cleared the zone himself. We're down to the last 25 seconds of this power play. Ryan Romeo in his own zone will skate ahead. Maybe time for one more rush. Romeo gives it up for McTavish, far boards. Looking for the centering pass, deflected away and cleared by Ryan Leith. That'll just about do it. We're down to the last 8 seconds of this power play. Bethune will skate ahead through center ice for Colatarchi. Drops it for Davis. Power play is over. Both teams at full strength. Played behind the net, off the glass and out. Look out. Bednard has it. Hit on the play by Blaisdell, maybe his best play of the night. Cost the puck up. Birmingham takes it away. Turnover because he finished his check. Now Masson tries to take it. Davis picks the loose puck up. Davis tries to walk in front. Somehow he got a shot off. He split 3 players. Save was made. Now again, pushing and shoving as usual. Nothing's going to come of this.
Once again, there's Davis finding that spot just in between Fayetteville's defenders. They hit him with that puck, and he just couldn't get free there. But Mike Davis, dangerous when he's down there curling in behind their defense, and that's definitely a play that Birmingham is looking to exploit here.
We've got our second to last media timeout going on right now. We've made it through half of this period without a goal being scored, and it's not because both teams are playing it close to the vest. I just, 1 goal leads make me nervous, 2 goal leads make me nervous, but at this point I don't care, I just want to lead.
And Jody, you're just a nervous guy. So.
Yeah, I've been told that. Actually, you mentioned Ray Pack earlier in the night. Last week I had an incident where I lost my temper in the office, and they thought it was funny, especially Ray. He knows how to get me going. He looked at me and said, "Jody, do you drink?" And I said, "No." He said, "Well, you need to."
Maybe you should, huh? Well, I'm sure they'll make us a little commercial here, and we'll see that one in the next few weeks.
Okay, face off in the Fayetteville zone. Jordan Martin on the draw opposite Connor Freeze. Martin wins it. Turchiev takes it. Sends one in deep. Martin looks for the rebound. Rose had it, fired it wide. Now Araujo picks it up along the near boards. Gillespie on him, can't take it away. Fayetteville clears his zone, but a good play by Turchiev knocks it down and keeps them from coming into the Bull zone. Araujo has it, drops it back for Lane. Lane picks it up, brings it into the Bull zone. Leaves it for Alger, return for Lane. Turchiev on him. Fries was out in front, but smartly Stewart saw that play and covered it up at the side of the net.
And even though that play didn't look very dangerous, I tell you what, that kind of little backhand chip shot coming in from when you're right on the back wall there, good job by Stewart to keep tracking it, because like you said, Fries was just standing right there on the doorstep again. And last time we noticed that, made the call, it was Hunter right there on top of Stewart. So Fayetteville, that's definitely what they're looking for here, is just throw something on net and bang home a rebound.
Donahue takes the puck off the pass from Romeo, skates through center ice. Drops it for Bethune, taken away from him by Lovin, but a good play defensively by Romeo keeps him from coming into the Bull zone. He'll send it right back in. Vance wraps one around the boards. Romeo couldn't catch up with it, but Birmingham controls it center ice. Davis Ross sends it right back in. Controlled by Fayetteville behind their own net, wraps it around the boards. Ross keeps it in. They'll send one through the net. Bethune was there, but Vance deflected it away. Bethune with the puck, far corner. Back for Romeo. Return for Bethune, far boards, face-off circle. Love it on him. Bethune still has control of the puck, though. Now he sends one through the slot. Papalardo was there, but it hit the stick of Ryan Leith, and he clears. Sent back into the Fayetteville zone where Leith gives it for Vance. Sent into the Bull zone. Baseball glove saved by Hayden Stewart as that was lifted. I guess they were looking for a bounce there, Greg, but it never made it to the ice. Stewart gloved it.
Yeah, Stewart's going to get those most of the time, and I tell you what, down there on the offensive zone, Fayetteville can't control Bethune one-on-one. They have to send 2 and 3 defenders towards him because he's just so calculated with what he does. Protected that puck on those sideboards, pulling guys in, and at that time he just ran out of real estate too close to the blue line and just did the smart thing and just turned and fired it in on net and hit the reset button.
7.5 to go, third period. Birmingham 3, Fayetteville 2. Blaisdell sets it up for Mercado, near side. Head for McTavish. Masson in as McTavish sends it in deep. Picked up by McTavish. Shinkarik on him. Mercado takes it away behind the net. Mercado curls back behind the goal line, leaves it for McTavish. Near boards for Blaisdell, for Colatarchi, far side. Off the boards, shot taken by Masson as Birmingham used the boards themselves for that pass. But back comes McCloy for Fayetteville, takes the shot, blocked by Colatarchi. Glover takes the rebound, sends one wide. Shinkarik will take it in front of the Bulls bench. Tries to get it deep, can't do it. Birmingham's Masson clears. Jarrett Cupp will pick it up. We're down to 6.5 to go. Third period. Tipped in by Patterson. Turchiev turns it right back out. Carson, Rose, and Martin on it. Now Jarrett Cupp and Carson Rose banging to the boards, looking for it behind the net. Shinkarik comes in to help. Rose and Cupp sets it up for Alger, and he'll skate away. Has Patterson and Shinkarik with him. Sets it up for Shinkarik. A weak shot easily sticked aside by Stewart. Rebound along the near boards, cleared by the Bulls. Arujo sets it up for Patterson. Tries to get around Brierly. Couldn't do it. Puck loose behind the net. Brierly, Turchiev fighting for it. Puck comes free. Martin will pick it up. He'll skate away. We're down to under 6 to go. Birmingham 3-2. Martin fires one in off the glass. It's behind the net. Gillespie will pick it up near side. Tries to set up for Donnie, who couldn't do it. Cleared the puck himself. Davis Ross has it. He'll send it for Bethune. Puts the brakes on. Bethune. His pass never made it through. Intercepted easily. And Andrew Lane tries to set up McCloy. McCloy gets around Ross. Takes the shot. Romeo with a good play. Deflects that shot well high. In front. Puck intercepted by the Bulls. Romeo sends it around the far boards where Papalardo is there, and he'll whack it back into the Fayetteville zone. Monkovic sets it up for Vance behind his own net. Vance looking for a place to go, steps out in front, gives it up for McCloy. We're going to see a lot of him the rest of this game. Captain Taylor McCloy sends it far corner. McNair there with Mercado. Puck comes free, kept alive by Fayetteville. Then finally, Zach Masson whacks it back out. And Ryan Leith will pick it up for Fayetteville. We're down under 5 minutes to go in the third period. Colatarchi back. Avoids a check from Monkovic. Davis has it. Coughed it up. Fighting for it now, trying to take it back away from Alger. Monkovic will bring it into the Bull zone. Colatarchi bumps him off the play. Gives it to Mike Davis. His clearing pass was blocked. Loose puck picked up by the Bulls and finally cleared. Zach Masson, I saw what he did there. He tried to catch him with another too many men on the ice. He passed it right into the bench, or the boards on the bench. Now look out for Connor Fries, a shot! Oh my goodness, save made by Stewart as Connor Fries had a clear shooting lane, no Bulls there. That's a big save right there. That one got me.
Yeah, it is, and you saw where Patterson ended up, and I know it sounds like a broken record for the fans at home, but they are crashing the net every shot. They're looking center lane drive, sending a guy to the net, dishing it off to a weak side winger coming in, shot there, and they're not so much getting in front of Stewart looking for a screen or a tip, they're looking for a rebound. And Stewart, great job there, center of the puck, hit him right in the breadbasket. He contains it like a vacuum, no rebound, and the Bulls live to see another day with a face-off here with 4:10 to go in the third period.
Strategy, 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. You're up by 1. Do you put the defensive effort in now, or do you keep playing your style of hockey?
I keep playing.
Do they do that, though?
I keep going north and south. Every time I'm over the red line, the puck's going deep, because every opportunity they have to break out 200 feet from behind their goal line. I'm not going east to west, because that's where Fayetteville is dangerous. Knocking a puck down on a transition game, on a turnover, sending it back towards Birmingham's goal. Everything's got to be deep. Blue line clear, over the red, dump it in, and forecheck.
Face off in the Bull zone, 4:10 to go, third period. Birmingham leading by 1 at 3-2. Jordan Martin tossed from the face-off. Gillespie will come in his place. Connor Fries for Fayetteville. Puck drop, won by Fayetteville. Lane sends it in deep for Patterson. Centering pass deflected away by Turchiev, and he'll send it right back in to the Fayetteville zone where Arujo picks it up. We're under 4 to go. Andrew Lane deflects one into center ice. Back into the Bull zone. Puck is played. Turchiev catches up with it first, wraps it around the near side, and Donahue taps it back into the Fayetteville zone. I thought they would call icing, but they didn't. Connor Fries back, sends one off the far boards. Birmingham intercepts. Donahue had it momentarily, but puck's hit near side for Andrew Lane, who will wrap it around the boards. Far side, Brierly there. Patterson takes it away. Now Turchiev comes inside of him, and he takes the puck away, and he'll just clear off the boards. Papalardo's there. Offside is going to be called. Papalardo was in ahead of the play as Donahue brought it in.
That's okay. I'm okay with that offside there, because what I like about it is as Fayetteville clogged the neutral zone there and they thought Turchiev was going to go across ice to the far side winger, Turchiev saw that, saw what they were doing, and just did a little dish up the side here, made the safe play.
Off the draw, Birmingham controls. Ryan Romeo will send it deep. Wraps all the way around the boards. Davis catches up with it first. Now Shinkarik and Ryan Leith on him. Masson comes out with it. Far side. Vance and Glover on him. Masson wraps right back around. He's taken out of the play. Fayetteville picks the loose puck up and skates ahead. That's McNair. Tries to set up Hunter. Davis Ross back defensively. Look out as Davis took out his man McNair. Davis has the puck. He takes a big hit from McNair, who didn't like it. And here we go. Here we go. McNair and Davis. I don't know what's going to happen here, Greg, but I saw that happening. Davis hit him originally, knocked him into the boards. Nothing wrong with that hit. McNair didn't like it, came after Davis. Davis said, fine, let's go. Davis shoved him down to the ice. I hope that if nothing else, this is just going to be two guys coincidental sent off the ice.
Well, from up here with Davis coming across, Davis just took the puck and just played it up the wall, and McNair coming in with the cross check from behind, and that's what sparked Davis off and threw him off. And he was, I mean, Jody, if somebody comes up and they do that to you, you know what? 9 times out of 10, they're looking for a fighter.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have came in and did.
But he failed. He turtled.
He did. That's exactly right.
Nair gets 2 for cross-checking. Davis gets 2 for roughing. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened.
That's a good call, because Davis, when he realized that he was dealing with a turtle situation, he didn't continue
he backed off
to punch the turtle in the shell, so to speak.
2:37. Am I going to make it the rest of the way? 2:37 to go. Birmingham 3. Fayetteville 2, but now we have more ice open. Now we're 4-on-4. This should, in theory, benefit Birmingham as long as mistakes aren't made.
It should, and the key to success here is move the puck in straight lines, north and south, and forget about this fancy, it's called a scissor play, where one guy comes across this way, the other guy carries his defender with him, they scissor over top, and then he filters a little backhand pass into the middle to the guy who's supposed to be open.
The one thing I do not want to see is defensive zone lapses and crazy clearing passes through the crease or giving the puck away in your own zone defensively. You know how I feel about passes through the crease. Off the draw, Martin has it, has Rose in front, tip, save made, rebound, he covers up. Oh boy, Rose.
Rose had him. Caught Pulowski off guard. I don't think anybody thought that Rose was going to be able to handle that and actually turn it into a shot on goal. Great hand-eye coordination there by Rose. Even better pass across, and the Bulls almost got one there.
Martin, McCloy on the draw in the Fayetteville zone. 4-on-4 hockey, 2:30 to go. In this third period, Lane takes the draw, or takes the puck off the draw. He'll curl back behind his own net. Andrew Lane sends it, intercepted by Davis Ross. Ross finally got around Lane but couldn't get a shot off. Sends it far side. Rose for Bethune, slap shot goes high. Shinkarik picks the loose puck up and on the far boards. He'll turn, spin, and skate away. Bethune on him goes down. Here comes the goal netminder Pulaski. They're going to have a 5-on-4 situation, but an empty net for Birmingham to shoot at. Puck loose, sent around far boards. If Bethune can catch up to it, he's got a chance. Bethune has it, backhands one. It's going to go wide. No icing. Gillespie has it out in front. No Bull was there. McCloy picks the puck up far boards. Oh, boy. McCloy, that's got to be offside. It is. Shinkarik was in 2 steps ahead of the play. So the puck will come outside the zone. Does Pulaski go back in the net right here for a draw, for the faceoff?
I thought it was a little early to pull him myself.
Yeah, I agree.
But, to each their own in that situation. But I tell you what, great job by Gillespie using his wheels there and beating to the faceoff dot. That's what disallowed that icing there on the 5-on-4. But I think that everybody in the building, including Gillespie, thought it was going to be an icing. Otherwise, he could have curled out of that corner and he would have had a shot. But nonetheless, I'll take the time off the clock and the fact that Pulaski's going back in the net, and we can at least start off with this draw, 4-on-4 with 1:36 left here in the third period.
Fayetteville takes their timeout to discuss the strategy, I guess, to make sure Pulaski knows when to come out, who's coming on, and what to do when they do get the extra attacker on. Minute 36 to go, 59 seconds left in the coincidental minors to McNair and Mike Davis. So we'll be at even 5-on-5 even strength before this game is over with. Boy. Maybe Ray Peck's right. McCloy on the faceoff, outside the Bull zone. McTavish for Birmingham. 10 feet out of his net, Pulaski waits to see who wins control of this. And if it gets in deep, he's coming out of the net. Still, we have no puck being dropped. Mercado and Shinkarik pushing and shoving behind the linesman who's trying to drop the puck. Still pushing and shoving. He stops his play and tells him to stop, I guess. Still talking to him, both Mercado and Shinkarik listening. But I'd prefer he drops the puck, which he finally does. Loose puck at their skates. McCloy backhands one deep, and here comes Pulaski. Birmingham picks the loose puck up. That's Taylor Brierly. Still holding on to it. He's hit by Shinkarik. Alger on there as well. Romeo comes in. Loose puck, corner. Romeo takes Shinkarik out. Now McTavish has it. He clears. Look out, Mercado has a chance. Mercado has the puck. Sends one, score! Stefan Mercado picks the loose puck up in center ice. They tried to poke it away. He got the shot off before the stick made it, and it just trickled, eased into this far post, and Birmingham leads 4-2.
Well, we talked about the keys to what makes Mercado a good player in this league, and it's knowing where he needs to be and making that play, and he put himself just in the correct spot to bury that puck and send it home.
Oh boy, 33 seconds remaining, in the penalties, 1:10 to go in the third. Birmingham extends that lead in a very important goal, empty netter, for a 4-2 lead off the draw, picked up by Fayetteville. Connor Fries has it, steps across the center ice line, dumps it in deep. Pulaski easing out, but he's not going to come out. They're going to end this game with Pulaski in the net. Puck's in along the far boards. Lovin had it. Birmingham clears. Vance takes it in his own zone. Fayetteville's ready. Fayetteville is just about giving up the ghost on this one, Greg. They're let their goaltender in, and they're easing out of their own zone. 38 seconds to go. Both players back on the ice. We're at 5-on-5, full and even strength. Now Pulaski comes out of the net. Played along the near boards. Fries and Brierly fighting for it. Fries with a shot save made. Rebound loose in front. Still loose. Patterson had a whack at it. McNair as well, and they're down in front. No whistle. Now finally the whistle blows.
Yep, here we go.
Now that's Romeo. Now two players. Vance comes in on Romeo as well as Patterson. So both Vance and Patterson were on Ryan Romeo. Look out. Vance almost hit the referee with a punch just then as he was angry. Turned, spin, and just put his fist in the air. The referee was standing right there.
And for the fans listening at home that aren't watching on Hockey TV, Vance is a defenseman, so him coming in from the blue line to get in on that altercation should take the draw outside of the blue line here.
Why didn't that whistle go sooner, Greg? Nobody could see the puck. There were 10 players on the ice piled up in front of Hayden Stewart. It looked like a rugby scrum.
You would think, based off that identical situation in the second period with Poloski down there, he got a whistle when the puck was still free. We could see it from up here. So, good call there, great question. But, like we see here, the puck is being dropped outside of the blue line.
17 seconds to go. Birmingham 4, Fayetteville 2. It's been a really hard-fought, entertaining game. If this is any indication of what you're going to see tomorrow in a do-or-die game for both teams, tomorrow I'll be in worse shape than I am tonight. Whistle blows, icing on the Bulls. Faceoff will come back into the Birmingham zone. 5.9 seconds remaining. This one's over. I shouldn't say that. We got 5.9 seconds left in a 2-goal lead. I will say that.
Well, and tomorrow night, the key to that being a Sunday night game, it is going to be a 6 o'clock start. So if you're out here, let's pack the barn tomorrow night and help the Bulls pull this one out.
You're going to see a whale of a hockey game. If tonight is any indication, that'll do it. Birmingham clears the zone and ties this series up at 1 game apiece. Eerily similar, that is, to the 2019 season. Birmingham won game 2 back in 2019 by a score of 3-2. We had a 3-2 lead until Braccato scored the empty netter. And we're going to a sudden death deciding game 3 tomorrow night right here in Pelham at 6 p.m. face-off.
And I tell you what, Fayetteville, and I say only because usually you see shots on goal up in the high 30s, low 40s usually, but Fayetteville with 26 shots on net, there was probably half of those that Hayden Stewart had to be lights out on tonight. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for Hayden Stewart, we wouldn't be sitting here tonight being ready for another game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
All around, I thought Birmingham played 100% better tonight than they did Thursday. And there were some players you and I spoke about that we were really disappointed in. They turned it around tonight as well, maybe with the exception of one. But nonetheless, it was a very, very good team effort tonight. They came out and played physical. They played tough. They took control of the game, even though the scoreboard may have not said it. Birmingham had the upper hand in that. I'm glad to get out of here tonight with a 4-2 win, though.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, one of those guys, and we saw it in spurts tonight, out of one player in particular, and that was Mike Davis. Finding that next gear, doing what it takes to wear that C on your jersey. He had a big goal. He had a little scrum down there in the corner, but he's finishing his checks, he's throwing hits, and he's leading the way for this Birmingham team right now.
That C on your jersey can be heavy at times, and he responded tonight.
Absolutely. Almost like being the pitcher in Yankee Stadium.
Well, you know, there's going to be a lot of pressure on both teams tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to it, but one thing I've always thought about and always heard, pressure is a privilege, especially in sports. You have to be honored and know that you're in a special place. You're in an absolute elimination game to go on to the semifinals. So both teams I'm expecting the best of tomorrow night.
Well, and that's what we talked about, and like I said, when we talked earlier in the day and we ran those stats, and the Bulls have done it 15 times so far this season after a loss, coming back and winning 2 back-to-back games. Like I said, I liked our chances coming into tonight's game with the Bulls after that loss. Call it lackluster, whatever you want to say, but whatever it was that we saw in Fayetteville Thursday night, the Bulls have got it fixed, and they need to come in here tomorrow night and pick up right where they left off.
Okay, I don't know how I'm going to be able to go home and go to sleep right away, but I do know this, I will be tomorrow night. I will be here tomorrow night, good Lord willing, and I make it safely. It's going to be a lot of fun, and if you're listening, I'm telling you, if you like hockey, Pelham Civic Complex is the place to be tomorrow night. 2,703 in attendance tonight. Rose, Romeo, and Hayden Stewart, the stars of the game. You can't argue with that. Not at all. Okay, Greg, I would say it was fun, but I didn't have fun all night long. I did the last minute of the game. But it's nice to be in a position like this where you can see a team do well and actually have a chance to go on and do something else.
Well, Jody, I know it's been a long time and you're a little out of practice, but you know what? This is it's nervous, it's anxious, and even in the third period when it was still a one-goal game, you could feel it in the arena that the fans were responding to the Bulls applying the pressure, but there was a little more quietness as I think everybody shared your anxiousness. So listen to Ray Pack, go home tonight and unwind and load it up, and let's get ready to come back here and knock their socks off tomorrow night.
Okay, I need a break. I'm glad I can actually sign off now and not have an overtime because I didn't want that. Birmingham evens the series at 1 game apiece with a 4-2 win over Fayetteville. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, same place, Pelham Civic Complex. If you can get down here, I strongly advise it. I'll be here, Greg will be here, and hopefully we can win that one and move on. But we'll find out. 4-2 Birmingham. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Jody Chernesky for Greg Dreveny. We'll see you tomorrow night.